Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Knowledge Relationships M3 TV News, the stream that gives you the best news. This is your boy M3, and tonight we're going to have a good topic. Now, look, I want to be 100% honest with you. Um, this person who I'm talking about is a rapper and slash actor, I guess. And I didn't really know too much about him, nor did I really listen to his music until we decided to, roll this topic today. And so because of that, don't expect for me to um, have much to say, but I'll say this. Um, Everything that the media will say, I would just normally call it allegedly because I'm not going to speak on it like it's facts. But here's what I'm going to do. Now, I might get a copyright for this. So hopefully YouTube will be a little bit gracious for me. Before I begin, let me go ahead and hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me set this up. So tonight's topic is rapper and actor Kaalan Walker. Is he a victim or he's the predator? Now, for ones who's tuning in and like, who the hell is this guy? What you guys is talking about? I'll get to it in a second. But first, trying to wait until we get some more people up in the squad. So salutes to Sophia. Thank you for tuning in. Big Rick Slaps. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in as well. I'll give you guys the air horn for that. Yeah, it's definitely like let's go. All right. Salutes to this wise bot. Uh can't wait for it to pop up like notifications, I guess, like when people are following to the Twitch side. Salutes to Brianna B. Thank you for tuning in. Also salutes to Before the Billions. Big Rig says, I know he cooked now. Big Rigs, if you want to come up, we could talk about this. Maybe you could kind of, fill me in on your thoughts. If you ever listen to Colleen Walker's music, feel free to do so. In the meantime, I am going to pull up this video real quick. Where is it? There we go. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, okay. How do I put it? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see. Let me try to. I don't know. I guess there's no way for me to make myself smaller, huh? Okay. Let me do this. Oh, never mind. There we go. So this will be all in fair use. That doesn't mean that YouTube will try to give me that no and be like you shouldn't be playing this video, but I'm gonna play it anyways. So let me see. Let me try to change the tempo of this. Maybe this will probably help, or maybe not. But let me give it a try. Playback speed. We're going to speed it up. And hold on for a second. Big Rig Slab, man, how you doing, my brother?
What's going on with it, man?
After much, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do this reaction, and then we could start talking about this topic.
All right, for sure.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, everyone, fair use on this one. Let me go ahead and play the full screen, and let's begin. I will pause it periodically so I could, avoid the YouTube mess, but hopefully this will help every 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. He was living here in Valley Village and his career was really blowing up. I mean, in the last year, he had two movies. He also recorded an album.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So I had to slow it down. So, like I said again, trying to avoid very use as much as possible, but I will pause it every other few seconds. Okay. So, oh well, sure, I don't think you guys can see that, but yeah. So, like I said, the rapper's name is Kaalan Walker. Am I pronouncing it right? Big Rig Slap.
As far as I know,
Okay, okay. All right, let's go.
Started off with the big package. Kaalan Walker was an up and coming hip hop artist and just released an album this year.
Okay, so his name is Kaalan Walker. All right.
He was also adding to his acting resume. Last year, he starred along Halle Berry and Daniel Craig in the drama Kings.
Okay.
And most recently, he was in BET's remake of Superfly. Now, the 23-year-old LA
Yeah, now since I'm looking at him, he does look a little familiar, but not to his rapper, but maybe on the acting side.
native is locked up, charged with 9 separate felony sexual assault charges.
Oh, 9 felonies. Sexual. Oh, okay.
Armani says she was one of his childhood friends. I FaceTimed her from Compton.
I'm not surprised. That's what I've been hearing from multiple people. Like, I'm not surprised.
Authorities with the LAPD
Hmm. Okay.
the cases, police say Walker would contact aspiring models through social media with the premise of being hired to work professionally. While alone, each of the victims reported that Walker sexually assaulted them.
Okay. So, question. Now, like, obviously the guy's famous. You know, he did some acting roles in movies and all that. But was it really worth? Like, if he really did this, was it really worth throwing your entire career and your life away just for some vagina? I don't know. Let me keep playing.
Armani says while the news doesn't shock her, she saw red flags from the beginning.
It seemed like he had a hard time forming relationships and keeping them. And
You know, it's funny because in one of his songs, he in one of his rap lyrics, he mentioned about like the struggles of relationships.
I saw how obsessed he was over one of my best friends. He would be obsessed, like trying to pick fights with people over her.
Armani goes on to say at one point in high school, Walker touched her inappropriately.
Maybe, or maybe it's cap, but obviously the person who's supposed to be his childhood friend is definitely not writing for him. So we'll see.
Let up when she said no. Walker was arrested back in September, and 1 week before his arrest, he posted this message on Twitter saying,
New music, more acting, taking pictures of random things, work on my mental health, working on writing music for others, studying fashion, pretty much learning to master everything. I like to push and find motivation for myself. All right.
things and working on my mental health.
Crazy to know that that was happening and that he had 9 counts. And we're so young. We're so young.
And authorities believe there could be more victims. If you know anything about this, you're asked to call police.
Hmm.
Dollar bail. Reporting live from Valley.
All right. I want to stop sharing this for a while. That's all I need to see. All right. Damn, this is deep. All right. So, big rig slap, man. I'm glad that that you're here. Um, thank you for showing up, being the first to show up. So, tell me something, Big Rigs. Before we get to like the real questions, personally, have you ever listened to his music before?
nah, I don't know nothing about his music.
Okay, okay, but Have you ever seen his like acting career before?
No, I probably could have caught a glimpse of him, but not really. I don't really know
Yeah.
too
Okay.
much about the dude.
All right, I hear you on this one. So now, okay, my question is that do you believe, like, from what you heard off the news, like, what was your thoughts? Do you believe that he's a victim, or do you believe that he's a true predator?
To be honest with you, I haven't really got really deep into it. I actually
Mm-hmm.
caught a stream earlier today talking about it, and in that
Mm.
stream, it was actually an interview with the guy himself talking to another guy, and I can't remember the guy's name he was talking to, but he basically admitted to basically the things that he's pretty much being accused of, and he basically blamed his situation on his upbringing and from his mother to his stepfather to basically no love in the house, just sex is what he was saying. So he's saying that's just how he was brought up, and like those were the cards that were dealt to him, basically is how he was putting it. So I can't really put him as a victim, because even though certain situations may happen in the home or in your life, you still have the choice on what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put him more as the predator. And then when he was speaking on how he was getting some of these women, it was definitely some stalking predatory type shit, man. Like he said he would
Mm.
use some of the stars he would be around, you know what I'm saying, on his Instagram pages or whatnot, knowing that the ladies would be, hella interested in him just for the simple fact he was around all these big names. He was saying this, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I mean he's got a rough road ahead of him, man.
Yeah, man. My thing is like this. Why can't some of these, you know, people who really made it into Hollywood and into success, why would they be so quick to throw their life away like that? Like, here's the thing, okay? I think at some given point, I'm not trying to teach people to be bougie, like, when you have money and all that, but sometimes you have to, like, the more money you're making, the more successful that you are, you actually are in a position where you have to lead by your success. So if you want to remain as a successful person, sometimes you got to change who you are for the better, and you have to kind of like disassociate and this excuse me, desensitize the way that you're thinking, like your patterns, like the way how you used to carry yourself as a person who, when you wasn't rich or famous. You gotta have that type of mentality that is different. You gotta have that mentality that's different beyond that. You know, like now since like you're in the public eye, because everyone is ready to judge you, everyone's ready to shut you down, but the biggest enemy of all is pretty much yourself.
Well, see what you're saying
Mhm.
is facts, but also again it comes with choices, man. If you choose to stay around that type of community of people that is doing the same dumb shit, even though you're successful and all of that, you're gonna do dumb shit.
Mhm.
It's your environment, man. And kind of what this guy was saying is he kept his environment. You know what I'm saying? He kept the type of people, you know what I'm saying, that influenced that type of behavior around him, fed off of it, used it to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is
Mhm.
absolutely correct, but you know, it's like me and you. We could be like, man, if we were successful and had all that, there's no way I'd be doing all this bullshit. You know what I mean? I'd be trying to live well and do good things. But at the same time, we also kind of put ourselves around, decent people. You know what I'm saying? Like what
Hmm.
we're doing here in the community now. Everybody's kind of got a decent mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
What this guy's doing, the people he's around, they ain't feeding him nothing that would take him away from any of those actions that he was doing, basically. That's just what I was getting from his interview. I mean, and this is just coming out of his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no big homie, there was nobody to be like, hey man, you getting, money now, you know what I'm saying? You're on the right path. You gotta leave that bullshit alone, man. Find you a good woman. Don't worry about trying to hit all these girls. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
nobody was giving them no type of game. None of that.
Hmm.
So I'm a firm believer on the people that you're around, man. You know what I'm saying? The people that you're around, that you deal with pretty much on a daily or whatever. If they ain't really into good things and doing stuff that's like, elevating, then you gonna kind of be the same way.
Yo, that's facts, definitely for sure, man. Um, you do have to surround yourself like with the right people to really like be in your corner because yeah, if you had no role model or no person in your younger years to kind of teach you certain things of life, what to avoid, what to really do in these type of situations, then you know, yeah, you'll get the stardom, you'll get the fame and the money, but you'll still have that. I hate to use this term, but you'll still have that poor minded mentality. And when I mean poor minded mentality, I mean it's like your mindset doesn't go beyond, you know, anything that can really change you for the better. It's like you're like, another part of a crab in a bucket. You know what I mean? And whoever you interact with, you're just gonna just bring them down. Now, there's another thing, right? Now, the other part is from what I heard, like I think it was like 8 or 9 accounts or something of sexual assault or whatever. But I wonder at some given point, like maybe the first or like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 girls, you know, like I wonder did they already knew what type of dude he was? Did he already gave him? I wonder he already gave him those type of vibes before anything had to escalate. And like I said, I'm not for sure, you know, about what really went down behind the scenes, but sometimes like people can get set up, but I'm not throwing no excuses for his actions. Because like I said, if he did it, then hey man, he deserves whatever that he gets. But if he was like one of those type of people, maybe probably flirted or so, and you flirted back with him, and now all of a sudden they want to kind of like, you know, bury the boy, then that's also not cool too. And salute to we don't tell the people how you doing. So I'm gonna give her a shout out real quick. Let me see. Brianna E says, "Oh, he definitely did it." Okay, okay. So yeah, so that's the thing. Like like I said, no one's throwing an excuse. I'm just trying to advocate on both sides. So yeah, that's the problem. You become you know you become a man that people will really dream to become like, and then you just pretty much take advantage or no you take it for granted, and they just throw it all away just because your hormones is raging and you can't control yourself. So that's what I think.
Well, you know the cold part, right?
Hmm.
And I mean, this can kind of be a little far fetched, but just like listening to the young dude and how he was talking and how he was talking about basically, he was just trying to get his nut off. You know what I'm saying? That's all he
Hmm.
was thinking about, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of the same shit that these dumb motherfuckers be preaching, bro. When you be seeing them on these other YouTube channels, man, and that's the type of shit that's gonna happen, man. These young dudes are they're gonna pick up these certain messages. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of shit that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna put any like names or nothing out there, but they preach that type of shit. You know what I mean? Basically, be high value, or you're gonna get all the women and this and this, and you know what I'm saying. You can basically do what you want. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's just you preaching the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And it's just you're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And until more bullshit like this happens to these young dudes, man, that follow certain advice, you know what I'm saying, and get themselves caught up in a sticky situation, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like they gonna understand, man, you know what I mean? All that shit ain't cool, man. All that shit is not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real life. You know what I mean? And even if you want to put it on music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Always trying to get at this chick or them being, WAP or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They gotta there's a bigger picture to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this should be a wake up call to these youngsters, man, and all this type of just it's a heavy sexual market, it seems like now when it comes to just music and TV, just period. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this needs to kind of like be part of a wake up call, man, for these cats, man. It's really real out here, man. And that's what they think is cool. When you
Hmm.
listen to this dude talk on the real M3, when you listen to him talk, bro, I swear you'll be like, man, I kind of know some young homies that lightweight got that mind state like that and beyond that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll
Hmm.
really hit home to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is looking at football numbers, man.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Well, let me look up something real quick. So, let me do a screen share. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. On the new tab. Okay. Let me go over to YouTube. All right. So let's look this up for a second. Okay. Honestly, I don't even know how to do rocks. How to do operate. So, but you tell me now. I'm more curious. Let me see. Hollywood log. Let's see, uncensored. So is this like the interview?
Um it was like through another YouTuber dude, man. I can't remember what his name was, but man, I mean, this guy was just admitting to just all kind of things, man. Then he kind of was putting it on his family and just his upbringing. Like it was wild, man. I was just like, wow, you know what I mean? Like he cooked himself. He really cooked himself, and to
Yeah.
have the
Oh.
charges that he has. But again, like I say, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like that whole little market that we got going right now, man, with that whole sex thing, man. It's like everybody is just I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. And that's why I kind of feel like, man, like you're definitely right on your views of like what you know. Unfortunately, like Black YouTube is teaching now these days to like other folks, especially like okay, he kind of got out, but he'll be back. He's a predator. Thank God he's locked up. Yeah, I want to. All right, let me see if I can just play this, and let's see how long it's gonna be. Oh damn! Oh, I'm seeing.
Defined. So you're saying there's no receipts of anybody that's made a complaint before the.
All right, so I might get a copyright for this, but I will try to play and stop as much as I can. All right, Fox, don't come after me. All right. So, anyways, fair use. And let me play some music real quick. Okay, we can chill this one. Greetings, Miss OG Patrice. Salutes and salutations. OG Patrice, if you want to come up, feel free to do so. The link is pinned to the top. But I will also post this again. So for the ones who are new, who just came in, we're talking about Khalid Walker. Basically, for the stuff that we've been hearing, like justice is being served towards him. I gotta still say allegedly, for all the things that he has done to the women that he's supposed to be working with on a professional level. And look, we don't condone, anybody doing sexual harm to anyone, any sexual harassment. So, but we're gonna still do some reactions. Big Red says, "My bad, M3. I got a call. I'll be back up in a minute. I appreciate you, bro. No problem. I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you for sharing and coming up. And yes, if you get a strike, say you were using it for a teachable moment. Okay, I'll try to do that because I don't know how to. Usually, when I get a strike, or most like a copyright claim, I just pretty much just delete the segment of video and just let it be, But I'll try to see if it will work. All right, so let me go ahead and play this. Like I said again, this is going to be for fair use.
The tape at Superfly?
No receipts from nowhere. Once I made and I did a movie with Halle Berry and Daniel Craig, who plays 007. And I played Halle Berry's son. Right. When I made Superfly, I didn't really post on social media about what I was doing. I'm a very low-key dude. Like, when I'm making moves, I like to make moves in silence. After it was announced I was on Superfly, then these random allegations start coming out of nowhere once I made I think when people are at home.
Okay.
Home and you're seeing somebody that you've been around before, you don't like, or you secretly feel a way about, that you don't want them to succeed, or you didn't think they would succeed. When you see them doing something or accomplishing something, it makes you feel a way, whether it's bitter, envious, jealous, and that can cause people to do very, very and say very, very harsh things.
All right. So his defense is that, look, man, you were hating on me. You guys don't really like how I'm operating. I'm successful. And this is why all these people are coming out of nowhere, saying that I did this and did that. Okay. So that's his excuse. All right. Let's continue on.
Okay. And so while you were filming Superfly, were you aware that there were women who felt this way about you?
No.
Okay. And so just so you're clear, when people watch this show and Hollywood Unlocked, they know what I do. Mm-hmm. People are going to be watching this show, especially if they feel like you've taken advantage of them, and they're going to come out and say, no, this is the day that happened. This is when I said something. Receipts are not that hard to find. So you're saying there's no receipts of anybody that's made a complaint before the tape at Superfly?
No receipts. From what I've seen, no receipts. Now, online, people can say whatever they want online. There's strangers saying they've been next to me. People can say whatever they want. But I personally haven't seen any receipts of any type of allegations of anything until my movie came out.
All right. And again, You know, he's blaming this on, you know, his success. You know, the movie between him and Halle Berry and other, you know, actors. And so now everyone's coming after him because they're trying to get money from him. So what I'm thinking is that mostly it's the ones that he's talking about on a business level. But now I'm starting to think like, okay, were were some of these people who are filing that complaint against him, were there people that also was a part of the movie between him and Halle Berry and a few other people? Because, you know, it seemed like he was the one who kind of scouted around and tried to, you know, find some people to, you know, do something with him professionally. So I'm just trying to get an understanding on this one. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and bring this sister up. How you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good, Sonny. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad that you're up here for the first time. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. Look, let me say this about this. The first time I heard about this was from a YouTuber that I watch, Down the Rabbit Hole. She had been talking about this for a year now, actually. And I didn't even know about this whole story until she brought it up and did a show about it. And then I'm seeing it all over YouTube, and I'm like, who is this kid? Because I saw whatever that movie he was in. And so when I went and looked him up, I was like, oh wow. And then I watched that Jason Lee story or interview that you just played. And this kid is a predator, because Down the Rabbit Hole, I actually did an interview with one of his victims. And
you did an interview with one of his victims personally, you say?
Not me, Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole Live did. And I watched that. And I was like, wow, this dude is grimy. I mean, grimy. He sets these women up, these young, and they were young at the time, like 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And basically what he did, from what I'm hearing from the victims, is that he tells them that he wants to take pictures of them, or he's a photographer. And this was before he did his movies. So he was just setting these young girls up. They were young at the time. It's Hollywood. You know, Hollywood is its own entity. And
how young were they, if my backs?
Huh?
How young were they?
Like 18.
Okay.
They were 18 at the time.
Was he like? Well, I don't even know how old is that dude anyway.
I don't know how old he is.
Okay.
At all, but I do know that from what they were saying, they were like 18, 19 years old at the time. And it's real. He's real grimy, and he gets these girls in situations they feel like they can't get themselves out of. So the interview that I saw with Down the Rabbit Hole, she was basically saying that it was some rapper that she met, was invited to go. They went into a VIP room, and the rapper was speaking with her, and he saw that. And so when her and her friend left, she was a bartender. So when she and her friend left, he approached her and was like, oh, the rapper, I don't know his name, but the rapper is interested in you. Y'all were vibing. He wants to see you later or something like that. And so she exchanged numbers with him, and he texted her and was like, oh, meet me here. And so she was like, I don't know, can I bring a friend? He was like, well, not this time, but next time you can. He just wants to see you. And so she was like, oh, and she didn't want to go because she was kind of leery about it. And so her friends was like, oh my God, you got to go because it's such and such, whoever the rapper's name is, right? So she ends up going, meeting him. He was like, don't let him see my car. Just come, I'm over here in the corner. So he picks her up. They go, he said, oh, I got to stop by my apartment my apartment real quick to get some equipment. Come on up. So she ends up going up into the room. and she's sitting there waiting for him. She felt uncomfortable by the way he was approaching the conversation. She said she went to go to the bathroom and grab her phone, and as she goes to the bathroom, she realized she forgot her phone, and she was like, oh my God, because she wanted to call a friend. So she comes back out and she was like, where's my phone? And he had her phone in his hand. And he was like, I have your phone. And she was like, well, can I get my phone back? Because I would like to call my friend. He was like, just calm down, relax. And that's when it all kind of went downhill from there, from what she said. So that was one story. So when you watch the story with, if you ever get to the interview where Jason Lee is interviewing he has two girls there he's interviewing, and they were also victim of his. This dude is a predator. He looks for certain women.
Yeah.
And they're young and they want to be, they go to Hollywood to be famous. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people go there for, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and here's the thing, like, the way how I'm looking at this situation, like, well, definitely that was definitely like a young girl and a young girl's mentality, because I feel like someone who is mature, and hopefully hopefully this is not offending nobody by saying this, but I feel like most women who are in a mature state probably already had those type of bad experiences.
Right.
Maybe not to extreme like the experience with him, but I will say that at least like at a certain point, they understand that, look, it's just a no-go going over to someone's house by yourself without any type of protection, maybe no male friend to like kind of like cruise around in the back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would have just, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak for the women. But if I was in an uncomfortable situation, one, I wouldn't try to put myself into it.
Right.
But I understand when you're starstruck,
right.
Because it's a celebrity. I mean, what woman's going to say no to a celebrity man or a man who's famous, thinking that maybe they could get a come up? So they're in a state where they're like, well, let me cooperate and see where this will lead me to. But it's very dire that you need to bring any type of protection, cell phones, have your buddy follow you guys. Like, this will be stalkerish, but at least at a certain proximity, if your buddy doesn't hear from you, he or she will know where you're at, and they could call the police.
Right. But
M3, let me hold on, Sonny.
What's
hold
up,
on,
Mr.
hold
Best?
on, Sonny.
Sorry.
One second, family.
You gotta do
Sonny,
the introduction.
I gotta give her a proper introduction. I just have to. So, Sonny, if you don't mind, I'm gonna give you a proper introduction.
Okay.
Give me one moment, okay? Wait, where is my thingy? Oh, there it goes. And M3, how's it going, brother?
Pretty good, sir. How are you doing?
Feeling good, man.
Oh, someone's knocking at the door. Well, ringing, pretty much.
Listen, if you have anything that you need to say, people, okay? Don't tell anybody, okay? Don't tell anybody. Matter of fact, don't tell her. Tell the people, okay? Let the people know what's going on. Inform them. You know what I'm saying? This sister is bringing you informative information. She's very knowledgeable. You know what I mean? She's very loving. You know what I mean? And I'm just so appreciative and honored that she is here and joined us on this panel. You know what I mean? And I want to thank her personally for shouting me out yesterday. Thank you so much. It was either yesterday or earlier today. I forget which one. And her platform is just phenomenal. Quantum Love, I see you. What's going on? Let me introduce from Don't Tell Me, Don't Tell the People. Let me introduce the wonderful, incredible Lady Sunny. How you doing?
How you doing? Thank you so much. That's so sweet. That was super nice, guys. That was really sweet.
Thank you.
Well, we had to.
Yeah,
and Mr. Best in the world is very good at it.
Look, this is a really good show that you all have. I watch you all the time, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I really do, and I share your videos a lot. Y'all don't know that, but I do. It's really good.
Appreciate it.
Wow, yeah. Thank you, family. Thank you.
People do need some knowledge in relationships.
Yes, they do. Yes, they. We gotta take that. We gotta make a T-shirt or a mug or something out of that. And we're definitely gonna schedule something with you to do a live talk with you. We have to.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, if you're okay with camming up too, you know.
Right now.
Well, no, not right now. But I was saying, like, you know, no. Tonight, just chill, relax. Okay. Unless you want to, but no, you good.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Okay, I got somebody else at my door. You know what I mean? This person is from Access Entertainment, Grizzly Bear Productions as well. He is our brother. We love him. Let me bring in Grizz. What's up, brother?
What's happening, bro?
What's up, man?
What's going on, y'all?
Not much, man.
I just like I've been reading a lot what's going on in Hollywood and stuff like that. Like, other than this gentleman here, but like a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, I can bring it to the producers, and you know, I can bring." It's like another Harvey Weinstein type of situation, where he brings young ladies up to the hotel or to his house and stuff like that, and because like with me going into this industry, because this is my industry as well, because I'm an actor, writer, producer, and stuff like that, and because I'm getting ready to do some more headshots and stuff like that. So at the moment I don't have my own studio, so I'm actually looking for other people to let me use their studios or something like that, and you know, because in this industry, like, you have to really tread light, and like and honestly too, like, I don't care who you are, do your homework on this on any individual that says that they're photographer. I'm like, you know, look at their Facebook, their Instagram, if they have a website as well, you know, check to see who this person is.
All right, great.
Exactly.
Thank you. Sonny, you was making a point, sister, and I'm sorry that I cut you off to introduce Grizz. Can you please finish your point? I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No, that's no problem. I was basically going to say exactly what Mr. Grizz said. You have to know what you're doing, know who you're talking to, research these people. You are so right, Grizz, when you said he's like a Harvey Weinstein. This kid, I don't even know how old he is. He's not that old. But the young lady that was interviewed basically said he didn't look, because he just had a sweet demeanor. Like, he didn't have this aggressive type of look to him. He's not a very big guy. So she wasn't intimidated by his looks. I'll say that. But yeah, you have to be careful. And trust me, I thought about it too. When I watched the interview, I thought to myself, okay, what year was this? And you do not realize you just don't go up to a room alone with a man that you just met. But then that would be victim shaming, correct? So you definitely don't want to do that. And so that's, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people sit back and thought, okay, girl, look, why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. My mother used to always tell me, follow your first mind, because that's God talking to you, your first mind. Your second thought is the devil coming to interfere. So if you have some type of intuition or feeling about someone, do not move forward if it's negative with that person. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
you are right.
Basically, that's what she did, because she was leery at first. And then it became, you know, well, I just ignored, because he was saying certain things. She said, I was kind of leery about what he was saying, but I ignored it because she wanted to go see whoever this, I can't remember the rapper's name, but she wanted to go see this rapper. That was her main goal, was sitting down, having a conversation with this rapper, because she felt like the conversation they had before, they had some type of connection, right? So, and I mean, unfortunately for her, this guy, you know, assaulted her. So
force is not strong within this one.
I'm sorry.
I said the force is not strong within this one. The force is not strong within this one.
Okay.
He's making a Star Wars reference. I get what you're trying to say, brother. I get what you're trying to say. You kind of lost it there for a moment.
Yeah,
we with you.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd.
That's all good.
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not strong at all.
Yeah. But no, I definitely agree with you as far as like when you mentioned about the Harvey Weinstein comparison, because I feel like, I mean, he's not the only one. There's a lot of these, and I'm not even saying he's like a big timer, because he's not a big timer in my book. But let's just say people who most people will like kind of look up to. Okay, we don't know what they do behind the scenes. Like, think about the alleged T.I. and Tiny situation.
Right.
When they brought people into their home, and people are saying this and they're saying that about them, allegedly. So, I mean, look, man. So, like Sophia says, that I wish people will understand that celebrities aren't any different from anyone else. Just TV time, a little more money, and that's it.
Right.
So, just because you do good as far as your music or your acting career or whatever else that you do around the world, that doesn't mean that you're a good person. That doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else, because you have those same type of urges that most regular people will have. If you see a person that's like a creep and that be saying a bunch of disgusting things, okay, what makes you think that every celebrity is going to have this halo around his or her head that's going to be this perfect, sweet, beautiful angels? But it's our fault because we keep putting them on the pedestal without fact checking them.
That's right. I mean, look at Bill Cosby, and I mean, if you all have not seen the Playboy Hugh Hefner story that was on, I believe it's A&E, and it's like several episodes. That dude was so grimy. And then you hear about the other grimy stuff that comes along with the people who went to the Playboy Mansion, such as Bill Cosby, the Soul Train guy. Who was over Soul Train?
Don Cornelius?
Don Cornelius was off the chain. And when you watch this, you're going, wow, and these people got away with a lot of aggravated assault. I'll say that. And I mean, when I heard about the Don Cornelius story, that's part of this whole Playboy thing, Playboy Mansion stuff, I was shocked. I was like, not Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius is off the chain. But a lot of these celebrities, and in Hollywood, I don't know if it's almost like it's just part of the environment.
A ritual?
Huh?
Part of like a ritual?
Yeah,
And no, sometimes it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've actually seen stories, read stories.
Hold on,
sometimes.
family.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, because we got a question that's going to kind of cover this a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
So we're not gonna go down this rabbit hole right now. I just want to make a quick soliloquy. Matter of fact, let me give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Lady Sophia, how's it going? Quantum Love Metaphysician, I see you. Big Rick Slaps, what's up, brother? And Brianna E, also known as Kawhi Bree 123, good to see you as well. I'll just say this, just real quick. This is my soliloquy. I think that I think it's twofold. I think it's definitely on the men first. You know what I mean? I think men are the reason why relationships are really crazy right now, why they're so messed up. You know what I'm saying? So, because we're leaders, right? We're leaders. We set the standard. We set the tone. I know men hate to hear that, but yes, you are a leader. And yes, women want you to lead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what woman will tell you that she don't want you to lead. All women want men to lead, right? In the right way. But in saying that as well, I also think, so I guess, yes, the men have definitely messed up. They definitely were doing some grimy stuff. They definitely were doing some undercover, really bad things. Assaulting women, using women, things of that nature. I also think the other is true as well. I do believe that women were using men too. You know what I mean? So I think I think both things are true at the same time. But I think the thing is, I think once the men set the standard of, look, this is the behavior that's going to happen, and this behavior that we're going to allow, and this behavior that we're going to accept and not accept, I believe it will completely change. So yes, it does fall on the men. You know what I mean? 100%. So that's my idea. Just opening up about this whole thing. So yeah, family. And Bree, let's get to the question, baby. Let's go.
I forgot I was muted. So, anyways, let's start with the number one question. I think I already know the answer to this, but let's just make it clear for the people in the chat. Is Kaalan Walker a victim or a predator?
Predator.
Predator? Okay. Sonny?
Predator.
All right. Mr. Wait, do we have like one of those like game sounds like where it's like you get that ding, you know? But
yeah,
Mr. Best?
Mm-hmm. I got that.
All right. We're going to get a ding for the victim and then an X for the predator.
Hold on 1 second. I think I have something like that.
No,
okay, I know that.
No, the thing is for the predator, and then the X going to be the victim. But yeah.
Okay, so we got two predators, right?
Yep.
All
right. What about you?
Me, at this point, I'm indecisive. I don't know. I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know. I really don't know, family. I don't know. The reason why I say I don't know is because I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I do think I will say this: in that case, something did happen. And one thing I know is when you mix drugs, money, fame, and youth, and you have that combination, it's gonna be bad. Or it's gonna be real bad. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that he did not have the right people around him, you know what I'm saying, to help and guide him to do what he needed to do. B, you know what I mean, he basically wasn't responsible as a man for the women that was around him. C, the women definitely, you know, and this is the thing I need sisters to understand. You know, sisters, y'all gotta not put yourself in situations with people when you could be vulnerable or you could be hurt. If you feel like something's off at any moment, leave. Okay? Leave. You know what I mean? If you think something smells funny, if the food ain't right, somebody looks suspicious, it's too dark in here, leave. Okay? There's no amount of fame or anything that's worth, you know what I mean, you losing, you know, your sanity, or for somebody to take advantage of you, or for somebody to basically assault you or do something harmful to you. There's no amount of money or fame that's worth that. None. You know what I mean? You can never convince me that there is. You know what I mean? So please take this advice. You know what I mean? I know it's advice. I know y'all can do what y'all want. Everybody grown. That's what everybody say. Everybody grown and can do whatever they want. But please, for the sisters, please, man, put yourself in a situation where this does not happen. Okay? Try to do that as much as possible. You know what I mean? And I also think it also falls on the older people in, you know what I'm saying, within the industry setting, who know better, who know that these things are going on. And I think sometimes they teach and they mold these young people to have these outlandish behaviors as well. So at this point, you know, I don't know. I just need to do more research too on myself. And I did follow the case somewhat as well. But I will say this: something happened, and you know, I think because something happened, I think due to that, you know what I'm saying, I think jail time or penalty is definitely necessary for the brother, just so he can learn what not to do. You know what I'm saying, and what to do.
But didn't he get 100 years or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I saw earlier.
He's done.
Hey, Darrell, can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
So, what you said about if they're teaching this, they actually, like, honestly, they really do. Like, because in the industry, it's grimy.
Hold on,
When I
Grace.
say
Hold on.
grimy, like,
We're not going in the rabbit hole yet. We gonna go there.
I apologize.
It's coming. It's coming.
My
Go ahead,
fault.
3. No, you good.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm a little indifferent about this, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm leaning more towards on the predator side, but I can't fully just say and call him out a predator because I was not around during this time that actually happened. So I can only go by from what are we hearing from these different people, but I will hope that it's not going to be like a situation of what happened to Cosby, where yes, Cosby is guilty in his own right, for stepping out of his marriage and sleeping around with different women. Okay, but at the end result, some of these women that accused him, didn't really have the facts, didn't really have the evidence and the paperwork, and most of them was trying to get a paycheck out of it. Now, man, God forbid, like if there was actually like a woman, that actually got drugged and got all these things happen to her, but her story will never be valid because you have a whole bunch of other liars that's just trying to get a paycheck. So, I mean, look, I'm just going to just say, look, if that's what he deserves, that's what he deserves. So, obviously, like what Sophia says, well, karma and that negative look he admired around him took him down. And she says, 84, yeah, everybody want to be part of the in crowd, regardless of the outcome.
Yep.
So look, let's go ahead to the number 2 question. Is what Kaalan Walker accused of an old Hollywood secret?
Yep.
So we gotta kind of break this down, like as far as like the Hollywood secrets, right?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Not the files.
I'm sure there's a lot of
Yeah. What does the Hollywood secret mean to you guys? And before you guys answer, let me answer Sophia's question. Not question. Read her comment. She says Cosby paid hush money though. If he had good lawyers, they would have got his money back before going to jail. Okay. And that's part of like a Hollywood secret as well too. But Sonny, what do you think?
Is it an old Hollywood secret? Is that the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
I'm sorry. Watching a lot of documentaries because you all know if you watch my show, I watch a lot of docs, and that one was called Playboy Mansion stuff, which happened from the 60s on until the 2000s. Yeah, I don't think it's so much a secret. Let me say this. I think when people go to Hollywood, young women and men, they know, because I'm sure it's a lot of buzz that goes around, I think they a lot of times don't want to believe it. So they take the chance because they want to be stars. They want to be part of the crowd, right? So they take those chances and say, well, it won't happen to me. And a lot of times it happens to them. So in that case, with the young woman wanting to go take pictures or whatever with this guy, she thought that, if I go to, not the particular one I was talking about earlier, but another girl, if I go and take these pictures, he'll give me the shots or whatever, and I can use them as headshots. You're just taking a chance, I don't think it's that much of a secret anymore. When the Weinsteins come out, and other little stories like this come out.
Mm-hmm.
P. Diddy, you know. Now you have what's the guy? The singer.
R. Kelly.
Not him.
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. So
Chris Brown.
Be prepared for the Trey Songz stuff to come out because he's the next R. Kelly. They're saying, you know.
Yeah,
so the music yeah. So the music industry is a hot mess. The Hollywood industry is a hot mess. You know, you're taking a chance, and I think a lot of these people, a lot of them sell their souls. I remember being in Hollywood when I went to California, and it's a when they can't make it, a lot of these women go into the porn industry, right? Am I allowed to say that word?
Peace, Daryl Long. I mean, well, you already said it. I'll just say the power industry or something.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. YouTube is always back stuff.
Hey, Daryl. So they end up going into the P industry because everybody's a producer, right?
Yep.
So everybody you meet, oh, I'm a producer or I'm an actor. That's what they go there for. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. And Chris, what about you?
It's so it was a secret back in the 1900s. Nowadays, it's not so much of a secret. It's more of and honestly, just like what the young lady said, I feel like honestly, because just like what she said, I watched the documentaries as well. It's a lot of cults in the industry, and when you hear the actors or artists say the powers that be, they're talking about the people who run the higher ups who run the industry, and so as far as it's definitely a cult, because one of my not coworkers, one of my friends who I used to go to school with, he went to a Hollywood party, and he would see people doing all sorts of type of different things. And so, but yeah, and I should too, it is practiced. It's some of these older people are grooming these young men and young women to do certain things. So it's not so much of a secret. It's more of literally, hey, do you want to be with the in crowd? So no, you have to do a certain amount of things to
Oh, my bad. I forgot I was muted again. I keep messing that up. But anyways, yeah, okay. The grooming part.
Yeah, they're grooming.
Yeah. But okay. I like that you said that, because the thing is, like, with the grooming, I feel like that's what, like, a lot of and I'm not trying to slander nobody, but I feel like in the manosphere side, I feel like some of these red people, not all of them, you know, the main things they always talk about is like, get yourself like a younger woman. You know, groom her up. Actually, they're not even manosphere. They're like midtown. They're men that go their own way. Most of the time they say that. Find a young woman that you could just groom and mold her to be the one that you want her to be, and all that. So you was gonna say something, Chris?
Yeah. So if you notice, a lot of the Hollywood men, these older men, have younger women, like Nicolas Cage, and he's getting ready to have his fifth, sixth child, and because like I know P. Diddy has children by 2, 3 different women. But yeah, like a lot of these men are going to be which I think I was talking about it today. So it's just I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio or some other actor. Every single time a woman he dates turns 24 or 25 or something like that, he would dump her and then go find the next woman.
Say that last word again.
I said that I think it's like Leonardo DiCaprio or some other actor. They would date a younger woman in their early 20s, and as soon as this woman turns 24, he would dump her and then go find a next woman.
I heard that too about him.
And so, like, a lot of Hollywood actors are dating younger women.
I mean, that makes sense.
But look at Nick Cannon.
We're going.
So
okay.
Nick Cannon is a, you know, in my opinion, a person that grooms these women. He has another woman pregnant now. Is about to have a child.
What?
Yes. And it's insane what and you know, the articles that I have read, they were literally saying you just lost a baby with a young woman and now you went off and got another female and impregnated another female, completely different woman. So in my mind, it's some sort of grooming. So I agree with that. It's some sort of grooming going on. This dude, how can you spend time with 8 children from all these different mothers? You know what I'm saying? How do you spend your holidays?
I mean, it'll be weird.
I'm just dumbfounded by the way he's moving.
Yeah, and also he has his own show on the CW.
Right. Exactly. So who groomed him? So there's something going on with Nick Cannon.
Yeah. Girl. Oh, it's a lot going on. Because I know
you hit the nail.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Chris, but
no, go ahead.
But Sonny, you really hit the nail on that. When you said who groomed him, who groomed Nick Cannon. I didn't even think about that part because, you know, we look at it how like the men are trying to groom these younger women, and oh man, this is so sad because there's a woman. I think she's now like one of his baby mamas, but at the time, I think she was married to a football player. And while she was with him, all she was dreaming about was being like the next chick in Nick Cannon's list. And I honestly feel like Nick Cannon, he just have like I just feel like he have a death wish, pretty much. The guy has, allegedly from what I heard, he has lupus, I think, or some type of disease.
Right.
So, no, actually, the Nick Cannon show is not. If you're talking about Wildin' Out, no, I think she's talking about the other show. The other show. My bad. Yeah, you're right. And your Redis. Oh gosh, I think I probably pronounced your name wrong. My bad. But you know, thank you for tuning in on the Twitch side. Salute to you, sis. But if you want to come up, please feel free to come up. Oh, hold on. Let me send a link. Because I want to get your perspective live if you would like to. But yeah. It's crazy because I feel like because of that situation, he just lost all hope or faith or he just don't really care. He's like, look, I'm gonna, you know, pass away like, you know, probably in the next few years or so. It's that like you live your life once type of mentality. So you might as well spread all you see is all around the world because I mean you ain't tripping if you die and you leave them.
Yeah, that's a lot of these. There's a lot of these celebrities' mentalities. Like, you know what? I got a lot of money. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah, we always say that it's nothing. Yeah. That's true. Can I see number 2 again? Even though I wrote number 2, I kind of forgot it. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Is what Keelan Walker accused of an old Hollywood secret? Ooh, man, this is a deep one. It could be. I think that. I think when we talk about the whole Hollywood thing, I think, you know, the results do vary depending on the person. So, you know what I mean? Or the experiences vary depending on the person and who they're into, what they're into, whether they come from a religious or moral background, whether they, you know, they come from a good family background or they don't. All these things, you know, are going to manifest to what they are going to gravitate to. and whether they're going to be groomed or not, whether they're going to be used or not. All these things are geared to that. So I think it could be a whole all Hollywood secret. We've heard of all the different things in Hollywood that's going down with different groups and different cliques and different people doing different things together, and them having to do certain, I guess, quote unquote jobs or favors or whatever else to, grow up or to climb up the ladder. So, we do hear that. I think when we hear about stories like Keelan Walker or the stuff that's going on allegedly with Trey Songz, I think, it's not shocking because we've seen it before, unfortunately. And I think when we see this egregious behavior, we see it over and over again. We have to ask, is this just something that they do? Like, is this just what they do? Like, is this something that they all do? Also, I will say this as well. I think that, when we see these situations, we just gotta, if we think we see the situation or we see a friend or something like that in a situation like that, we gotta blow the whistle, man. Blow the whistle. Let people know what's going on. And don't be afraid. Don't start thinking, oh, this person's too big or they're too this. No. My friend's in trouble. They with so-and-so. Yeah, he's an actor, but who cares? I gotta say something. So, yeah.
What's up?
Okay. Let me read this comment from Sophia. She says, well, Jada Pinkett claims she slept with one of the babies from Criss Cross. These old girls are a mess with young boys. Hey, but you know what? Okay.
Also heard the men are a mess with the young girls too, and I heard it's vice versa. I'm not even gonna go there. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
From B2K, man, allegedly to Criss Cross to August Ostina, you know what I mean? To even Will Smith. I feel like, Jada allegedly groomed Will Smith to be like, the Tupac that she always wanted, but Will Smith is still not at that level. So she have to groom him in another way. Become her Bia.
Yeah, Will Smith can never be Tupac to Jada. Jada does not love Will Smith the way she loves Tupac. I mean, Tupac has been dead for
almost 30 years.
Yep. And she gets on her red table talk and she cries just the thought of him, dying on her because she never thought that would happen. That lets you know in that moment when she shared those tears that she is still in love. She's in love with a dead man. She doesn't love Will Smith like that.
No.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Will Smith is in love with her. He's in love with her, but she's not in love with him. She loves him, but she's not in love with him.
Yep.
I wish Tupac lived long enough just so like that love phase that Jada had for him would have wore off.
Exactly.
Will Smith don't want that.
Right.
Well, you know what? What's the funny thing is that like now, what's the name? Jalen. That's his name, Jaden Smith, right? Am I saying it right? Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
He mentioned about Tupac. Was it at the Breakfast Club? It was some. I think it was the Breakfast Club, and he was describing that like how his mother, told him all these stories about Tupac. How like Tupac was like the greatest guy in her life, and he was like, man, like like man, my mother and Tupac, man, they really had like a good bond together. And one of them made a joke, was like, well, good thing that, she didn't go with Tupac because, it was like, well, yeah, too, right? Because otherwise he wouldn't even been born. And then when his sister, Willow Smith, right, when she was younger, I guess she was probably like 10 or something, she wrote a letter to Tupac wishing that he would come back to life to make her and her mother happy again. Because she's tired of her mother being sad over Pac. And so that's what really hurts her. Oh, hold on. We got somebody in the building. I know who
somebody's
this person
at my door?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, this is somebody that I'm first seeing the non-relations coming to the panel, but I've seen them in the chat. You know what I mean? Shalom to all. Much love to this brother. Bring it up. Vaughn, Eric, what's going on?
Shalom, everybody.
Pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Salute, man. Thank you for tuning in, Vaughn Eric.
Salute, family.
No problem.
Yeah. Vaughn Eric, are you familiar with this celebrity named Keelan Walker?
Yeah, a little bit. He played in Superfly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think? Well, hold on. Let me ask you the first question, because I know this is going to be a quick one. All right. Is Keelan Walker a victim or a predator?
It could be both. The way that the industry is, especially the entertainment, it could be both. Depends on the situation and his surroundings and who the people he has surrounding him.
Okay.
Sometimes it depends the way the industry is. You could be set up, especially when it comes to the contract, the movie you get ready to start in, and you could be a victim of being set up so they won't have to pay you a certain amount of money. So it depends on the person and the situation he or she is in.
Okay. All right, and then second one is what Keelan Walker accused of an old Hollywood secret?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's been going on for a very long time. Yeah, even Bill Cosby talked about it. So yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so can you describe about what's your views of a celebrity's Hollywood secret?
Well, y'all was talking about Jada, and Jada is from where I'm from Baltimore.
Okay.
Will Smith she didn't turn Will Smith the way he is. Will Smith was like that. He did a lot of times in Baltimore. I know a lot of people that he grew up with. Jada is like her mother. Jada is her love is for the streets, but she likes money. That's what she. I ain't gonna go too deep in it because she was, but she's just like her mother. I used to see her mother all the time in the clubs and things like that. She used to go with high top lawyers and stuff like that, but she still was. Her love was in the street. She went with hustlers and things like that. So, but he didn't. As far as because a lot of people say she turned. Will was always like that. Even she said in the interviews how she used to get women for him. But yeah, it's not that she like turned them out. They was just a perfect match for each other as far as the way they look at things. So yeah, she was that's how she is. How her personality is. Her and her mom.
Wasn't Jada's mother addicted to drugs at some point?
Yeah, she was at one time. She was, because she was a hustler on the street that she used to really be down with. But like I said, she went with lawyers, doctors, high top lawyers. Matter of fact, one of them is considered the Johnny Cochran of Baltimore. And she used to mess around with him. But yeah, she just like her mother, do the same thing that she does. But one thing about her, she do got mad love for the streets. She do got mad love for the streets without going details into her business and things like that.
So do you think that she married Will Smith just for the money and the because he was at the time Hollywood elite? He still is actually, but she married him because she knew that he would take care of her.
Yeah, Will Smith come from a middle class family. He's not what you call like street. He used to go down into the streets into Philly, but his parents, they middle class. But yeah, she was all about the money. You could it's a guy that Tupac came back to Baltimore. His name is Mouse, man. He does interviews too. Matter of fact, he's in Baltimore now. But he even said how she was when she was in school. She used to always say, "I'm going to marry a rich man, a wealthy man." She's just like this. When it comes to that money, she's just like her money. But yeah, she her mother. Yeah, she married him because where he was. She loved Tupac because Tupac was, he was a street. He was a thug. She loved that about him because she does have that part about her personality. But where she wants to go and the glamour, she loves that the most.
Let me read a comment real quick before I say something about this. She says Tupac would never be down with what Jada is today, nor he has ever claimed to love this chicken head. Oh,
denied.
He did say he loved her though. He said he always had love for her.
Yeah, he did. He did. Love Jada, but she does have a point as far as how Jada look at things now and how she changed and stuff like that. That probably would turn him off because the type of person he was. He would be like denying the streets. She would. And I think that would turn him off. The type of person he was. But yeah, he still would have mad raw love for her. That would never leave him. As far as that. I mean, Tupac came when he lived in Baltimore. Then he left. He came back and got Mouse. When the guy that he grew up came back, when he didn't have to do that. He did that for just more than He came back and got Mouse and brought him out to L.A.
All right, that's what's up. Let me see. Best, did you get a chance to
answer number 2? Yes.
Okay. Oh,
hey,
we have somebody in the
building.
building.
In the building. Hey.
Yes.
I just want to say salute to the Twitch gang. And this person is definitely from the Twitch gang. I've seen her on Twitch a lot. You know what I mean? She's definitely in the comments, and I'm glad she jumped on. Let's welcome Sister Yaritas 24. Hey, sister, what's going on?
Hey,
how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Doing good.
We're doing well too. Thank you for tuning in, and especially joining the panel too.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
I just want to make sure that I'm pronouncing your name right, because I feel like I had it wrong the first time, so I do apologize. But is it pronounced like Yaretis or Yaretis?
It's Yaretis.
Yaretis. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Well, Yaretis. So what's your thoughts so far of this topic that we was talking about, Keelan Walker? Do you look at him as a victim or a predator?
It has for me, it has like a lot of nuance to it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard for me I kind of put him on the gray area there.
In a gray area. Okay. So basically you're saying he's kind of like in between, but you're more like on the undecisive part, right?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna go ahead and take away from all the allegations that they're making, because the damage has been done. But we also have to see like what it got him to actually do that, because raping 7 women is a long body count right there of abuse there. So has to be a pattern right there. It has to be something that led him to be like, this corrupt, to do this to many women.
Okay.
If for me, it would be better just to have like a better kind of like both sides, a little bit of more background and more context to it, because basically of things that has been going around, it's not just him, it's like other cases that it's been going at the moment with Jada's situation, Nick Cannon. It's a lot of nuance into it that I feel like it needs to have a little bit more context for me to give you like a good opinion.
Okay. I respect that. Number 2 for you is is what Keelan Walker accused of an old Hollywood secret.
Secret that
shoot. Yeah.
basically that they've been hiding all the stuff that they've been doing. Well, for me, it's nothing new that they try to hide it.
Okay.
Like a lot of things go down in Hollywood that us as spectators, like we don't get to see. A lot of crazy things go down that the ones that if you're kind of like a little bit in the conspiracy thing, it turns into an urban legend. Like you can actually prove it, but the word is around that things in Hollywood it goes deep. It's crazy. So it doesn't surprise me if it's that we're trying to keep it a secret, but now it's just coming out that they can't hide it no more.
Right. Okay.
I have a question for Sister Eureka. Sister Eureka, and I'm going to try to guess. I may be wrong. I hear the accent. Where are you actually from, if I may ask?
Oh, from Colombia.
I was about to say Colombia. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
from Colombia.
Hey, okay. Cool.
So I'm assuming you speak Spanish?
Yes, I speak Spanish.
Oh, cool. I have a future idea about this, but I'm sorry, but go ahead.
It's just tingling.
Yeah, I'm trying to like learn the language myself, so I've been practicing every day a little bit at a time on Duolingo, but in the future I'm thinking about trying to grab like a couple of Spanish speakers, maybe try to do something fun, But that's just like something for a future idea.
Yeah, I will be down to that. But honestly, like when it comes to Hollywood, is word comes around that it's just like a lot of things going on down there. Like everybody hitting with everybody. Like if you want to get certain roles, you better have to be giving something up. It's like things goes around that is, urban legends. Because you can't prove it. We're not in it, so we don't know. It's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your answers. So let's get to the number 3. How can celebrities do more to protect themselves from these allegations? How can celebrities do more to protect themselves from these allegations? Okay, Vaughn, I'm gonna let you share on this one.
How can celebrities do more? First, I think they should probably really research before they go in headstrong when it comes to being and going to celebrity, being Hollywood. Let's choose Hollywood. They got to know how to move and shake. They got to keep what their morals. Whatever faith they have, they need to be strong within their faith and understand what they're getting into, what they have to put out, and if they're willing to do that. This is a couple of celebrities. I've seen a guy that played in Spawn, and when he said, I seen an interview, and he said he was doing the Mike Tyson movie. He said they wanted him to kiss a man, and he was like, "No, I'm not doing it." Even though Mike Tyson did that, and actually in real life, when he was after the fight, he used to kiss one of the his trainers in the mouth, and he said, "No, I'm not going to do that." So either you can get rid of me or we find another place, but I'm not going to kiss another man. It's just that's my principle. And they said, and the director changed, said, "Okay, no problem. We're not going to allow you to do that." So I guess they have to stick to whatever your principle is. Make sure you don't change, because once you change, you end up being caught up within that system and end up doing things that can hurt you in the long run. And later on down the line, when you want to get serious roles, you have to do this, you have to do that. So as long as you stick with your principles, I think you can survive. Stick to your principles. I'm sorry I said yeah.
No. But, it makes sense, though. What do you guys think? Sonny, I'll get to you. What's your thought?
Oh, you want me to answer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
How can celebrities do more to protect themselves from these allegations? Me personally, I believe that they should have several people in the room with them when they come into contact with unfamiliar faces. And I mean, like when you go to the doctor's office, as a female, when I go to the doctor's office, if I have a male doctor, they bring a female into the room. So maybe they should start hiring female assistants or assistants. And if you're going to have a bodyguard there. If you're going to come across people that are that you don't know, so like this young guy, he was basically saying that those women didn't know me and they're just saying this, that, and the other, but there's too much evidence out there against him at this point. He's convicted, right? But yeah, definitely have someone there with you in the room if you're going to be in a certain location. Always have someone else around, because I really don't know how you could be on this point or beyond that point, because you're just gonna meet people. We all all of us, if we're out and about, we meet people, right? If you're social. And you have to be careful with this whole Me Too movement. Now, I will sit here and say that, in my opinion, a lot of it has been taken advantage of. I think a lot of women not a lot, but some women have taken it as, oh, well, this happened to me. And it could be something so simple, and you're saying, well, I wouldn't consider that a Me Too movement. But you have a lot of people saying as well, you can't blame the victim. It's time to start listening to the victim, right? And saying that the victim is correct until you can prove otherwise. Because we don't know, because we're not in those situations. We're not in the room with these people. So that's why I say you ought to have someone there to offset. That's going to, I don't really, that's all I can say. I don't know.
Everything you said
I have a question for Sister Sunny. Okay, so Sister Sunny, right? When you go out, right, and let's say you're in a social setting, right?
Right.
And you're not really familiar with too many people. Do you bring like a homegirl, or do you bring like a boyfriend or a spouse with you? Like, how do you handle those situations? You're not really familiar. You want to go. You're not really too sure, but you go anyway because maybe it's something. Maybe it's a way for you to, market your social media more, right? You can connect with more people and social media, things of that nature. How do you handle that situation?
Well, I'm married, right?
Okay.
So my husband, we go everywhere together.
Okay.
But when I wasn't married, I always took a friend. Always had a friend. Always. You couldn't get me at 21. You couldn't get me in the car with someone and say, "Oh no, it's just you." I'm like, well, then I won't go. It's not that important. I'm not going. Yeah, my mother used to tell me, even when I was younger, 16, 17, I wasn't drinking at the time, but she said, well, if ever you go out, when you start to go out and go to bars and clubs and things like that, if you order a drink, do not sit your drink down and leave it and come back and drink your drink. And this is, I'm 51 years old. And this was at a time, this is the 90s, the early 2000s. You understand what I'm saying? So you just didn't. And from that point, I just held on to that thought. So I'm not going to get in the car with somebody. I'm not going to let you take me to the second location,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to drink the drink if I left it there. I'm not going to turn my back on my drink. I'm not.
Yeah. Excuse me, Sonny. I got to ask you to hold on for just 1 second. Got to bring someone in from in this building.
Yes. Listen, this is definitely not the relationship family. You know what I mean? We definitely, love this brother. You know what I'm saying? He is our music producer for Knowledge of Relationships and the Intellectual Soapbox. You know what I mean? DJ Eddie King.
Cheer. What is going on, everybody? Hello.
What is going on, DJ Eddie King? What's up?
All right. Thank you for that intro, Mr. Best.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Continue, guys. Continue.
All right. Sorry we interrupted you, Sonny.
No, she was saying that she didn't leave her drink anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't, Sonny, I don't know how long you've been with your spouse or any of that nature, but do you see the difference now between, and I don't know if you have any daughters or not, do you see the difference, or younger women in your family? Do you see the difference now between when you were going out there and actually, going to social events till now? Do you see a difference? Do you see kind of like a shift in whether it's, people have more technology, more access? Like, what do you think is the difference nowadays?
Hey, Sophia.
I think social media, technology is part of the problem. I think that the rap culture is part of the problem.
I agree.
I live in Atlanta, if you all don't know. And Atlanta is no other place in Atlanta. I mean, there's no other place in this country that I've ever been to like Atlanta. Yeah. I've never seen so many naked women walking around just because they want to be naked. I've just never. Whoa. And so for me, and when I say naked, I mean, butt cheeks out, basically breasts hanging out. It's just, for me, I'm conservative that way, where it's like, girl, put on some clothes. I don't need to see all of that. And I don't think that these men want to see, they like seeing it, but it's not necessary. Right? And it's a lot of that. So the rap culture has changed the mindset, and I think you were talking about this earlier, of how men treat women. It's one thing to say, what's the girl's name? Cardi B. Mm-hmm. When she sings about WAP. It's one thing to sing those kind of songs, right? And then you want to say, but it's empowering women. I don't see it that way.
Yeah, I don't see it that way either.
I think it's degrading. It's bringing it. It's almost like you're selling yourself short.
It's that baddie mentality. Like, everybody wants to chase the bag, but then at the same time complain of why they're being objectified.
Right.
If you're selling that, you're just getting the bag. You're literally selling something. You are giving yourself in exchange of money, like making it everything a transaction.
Right.
Even though at the end of the day, you didn't want that.
Right. And so what's happening, young guys are looking at women. Well, you're okay with it. What about Cardi B? What about Megan Thee Stallion? They're singing about this. People are living in fantasies. They're not living in reality. Because social media, you're living in these fantasies now. Nobody's really living in the real world. Because if you're on your Instagram and your social media all day, that's all you're seeing. You're looking at these TikToks and your Instagrams and your Facebook your videos and stuff. And that's all you're taking in constantly all day long. These people are walking around with their heads down in the phone. They don't know how to socialize anymore, right? The younger generation, not socializing. And they're just TikToking all day. And so your brain is absorbing all of that information. And so they're not really, these young men, that's all they see. You see, if you're on videos all day long and you're seeing these women and, doing all this sexual stuff, that's how you're going to think about women. So that's my
I would say this to piggyback off what you said, Sister Sunny. I would say this. I think real men, at least in my perspective, as a man, real men don't take that seriously. Like, if we see a woman, she got all her clothes off and she's looking crazy, It's like you're looking like you look at her like you look at a clown in the circus, basically. You can't take them seriously. You know what I mean? You can't. You know this woman. You know what I mean? Kind of what her morale is, what she stands for, and you're not going to really take her seriously. And I think that sisters have to see that when you project those images, men are going to look at you a certain way, they're going to perceive you a certain way, and their level of whether they want to commit to you or not, or select you as a wife, you know what I mean, is lower. You know what I'm saying, depending on what you put out there. You know what I'm saying, and that's the alarming thing that I want my sisters to understand. You know what I mean, because I want them to be wives, I want them to be taken care of, I want them to be under a man's leadership, protection, guidance, and love, and all those things, and to bear children, to have a strong family. I would love for that to happen, but that can only happen, you know what I mean, if y'all are basically putting out that good moral image, you know, and you basically are being, I don't want to say overall completely conservative, but be a lady. You know what I mean? Let me know that you are a lady. Like if I just know that you're a freak and that's all you are, then hey, you know, what am I supposed to treat you like? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, be what you want to be treated like. Right. But M3, take it away, man. I don't know who you want to go to next. So,
well, I feel like you know, everyone except for DJ Eddie got a chance to answer this question. So I want to get to DJ Eddie real quick.
Okay.
All right, DJ Eddie, let me pull up the question number 1.
Okay.
Is Keelan Walker a victim or a predator? Yes or no? What's your answer?
Oh man. All right. He's a victim.
He's a victim.
He's a complete victim. And did you want to say something else?
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a victim. You know, when the movie Superstar came out, everybody knew who this guy was, and that's not the only movie he came out with. He came out with a few other movies, but everybody knew who this guy was. They're talking about, well, he raped 9 women. No, listen, he didn't rape 9 women. He raped their feelings, and what I mean by that is that he gave them promises that he wasn't going to keep anyway, which he did it on purpose. So he didn't rape them, but their feelings got raped because they were looking for an opportunity, and that was the only reason why they was even tolerating with this guy anyway. And he knew that, so he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just play with him, play around with him, trick him into thinking that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." Now he's telling them, "Look, I know these celebrities and that," which he does. Drake, he hangs out with Rick Ross and everybody. He does hang out with these people. Everybody watches, you know, the Superfly or something like that, the movie. And the movie was good to me. So when you got a guy that's, you know, and he was dating models, you know, do these rappers sleep with hundreds and hundreds of women? Yes, they do. Because they feel like it's an opportunity for them to be somewhere good in their life. But when you get in front of a superstar and he tell you he's going to do something good for you and he don't do it, that traumatizes a woman. So she's going to feel like, oh, man, I'm going to get him back so bad. I'm you know, but had no idea until one woman came forward and claimed that, you know, he raped her. Now everybody else is coming out the closet. It kind of reminds me of Bill Cosby. You know, all these 30 to 40 women coming out of nowhere. As soon as that one woman came forward, everybody else want to come forward because everybody want the money.
But what money does he have is the question.
Oh, he had millions of dollars until you know, when you go to court, you spending money.
Yeah, but how much
court costs ain't cheap. I went to jail for a misdemeanor and I didn't have to pay millions of dollars. But you have Floyd Mayweather, you had other rappers, they went to jail for misdemeanors and paid millions of dollars.
But I'm saying Kaalan Walker, how much was he worth before this whole incident? I don't think he was worth that much. He's only been in a couple of movies, and his major movie that he was in was Superfly.
So how much money he made off that?
He didn't make
that wasn't his only movie, but go ahead.
No, it wasn't his only movie.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Listen, what I was saying was, he made millions of dollars with these movies, a few movies. Okay, and he had millions of dollars until this whole rape case came crashing down. Had to spend millions of dollars came out of his pocket. All that money is just laid to waste.
Okay, so I just looked him up. He was in 2 movies, King and Superfly.
Right. And what about the TV shows?
What TV shows? I don't know the TV shows he's in.
Oh, you know what TV shows you've been in?
No, because I just pulled up his movies.
Right. He wasn't a multi. But I see your point.
I said a few movies. I didn't say one movie. Few movies.
Yeah, 2.
Right, but he wasn't. What she's saying, he wasn't a millionaire. He didn't make millions off the movie. He wasn't at that status that he was making $1 million a movie. He was not at that status. Now, if the women might have came up to him because he was an up and coming, I can see that. What you're saying?
How much money? So do you say he didn't?
No, he didn't make
He didn't make millions. How many people saw Kings? I just heard about it. That was in 2017. That's the movie he did with Halle Berry.
So,
and the Superfly movie. I mean,
it
wasn't the number 1 movie.
Matter of fact, the guy who started the movie that make over $1 million.
Right.
So how much money did he make?
He probably made a few $100s.
Well, how can y'all know that he didn't make $1 million? And when I asked y'all, well, how much
because
you said you probably made
no. I'm gonna look it up.
few $1,000.
He
probably didn't. He probably made a few.
He's not a millionaire though.
Right. He didn't make $1 million.
I didn't say it was like Will Smith status.
Right.
I didn't say that. I said
so
he made millions of dollars.
His net worth was 1.5.
Okay.
That's his net worth.
That's his net.
1.5 million.
That's his net worth.
You're right. That's his net.
That's his car, his clothes. I mean, that's his net worth.
Right. Wait, hold on, everybody, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
Listen. Hold on. Let me make this clear. See, So y'all looking up at Google, right? Because Google can tell you. Google can tell you whatever it want to tell you.
Okay.
Brother,
Google can tell you whatever you want to tell you. I'm for real. I don't really go by Google no more.
He's not on the status where he's like they want to take his millions of dollars.
Right.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't go off by Google. Y'all go by Google. I do other information.
All right. Hold on, everybody.
Before Google.
Yeah. All right. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to Real Talk with Mimsy Limbs. She says, "Bada bang, that like button. Thank you for tuning in, sis. As always, you are welcome if you wish to join in. Same thing with you, Daryl Long. But actually, sorry, you are still streaming. But if anybody wants to still hop in, feel free to do so. Got the link posted on YouTube and Twitch. All right, hold on. I gotta get to the next question because I don't want to go off the rails with this one. Okay, so number 2 is Keelan Walker accused? Is what Keelan Walker accused of an old Hollywood secret, DJ Eddie? Is it a Hollywood secret of his accusations?
A Hollywood secret? No, it's not. It's. I don't know where that came from. I believe he know a little bit what's going on in Hollywood that we don't know, but I don't think it was a secret. I don't think it was a secret at all.
Okay. But do you believe that maybe what he's going through, just like any others, is kind of like a, I don't know. Do you look at it's a setup from Hollywood?
Definitely a setup. It's definitely a setup for Hollywood. He mentioned that he some people a couple of people, big time folks, came to him that he didn't even want to talk about. That was from Hollywood that tried to make deals and stuff. And he never took the deal.
Okay. All right.
Can I add something? So when you played that, I don't know if you're gonna play it, but there's a part of the interview with Hollywood Unlocked when Jason Lee is talking to him, where this young man told him in private that Halle Berry gave him fellatio. And so when Jason Lee went back to talk to him and asked him that question, he said, "No, I have nothing but respect for her." So that led you to believe in that moment of that interview, and even Jason Lee says that he's a liar.
So he came out of his mouth and said that she gave him that?
Yeah. So you go watch the Jason Lee interview that he had with him. That's what he said about Halle Berry to Jason Lee, and Jason Lee brings it back to him.
So
he said he
so how is that a secret then? How is that a secret?
That's
How
I
it-
don't understand. What you?
I'm talking about the Hollywood secret. How is that a secret?
No. It's a question on the list that is what he's going through. It's a Hollywood secret.
No, that was the question. That was
No, I said I said
it's
no.
not a secret. No, what I'm saying is
it's
what
not
I'm
a secret.
saying to you is this young man has shown and proven himself not to be an honest person. That's what I'm saying.
What did he lie about?
And this is the video that she's
giving him fellatio.
So he lied about that?
Yeah, go ahead if you're gonna play that video.
Okay.
Apparently he did.
Well, hold on. Let me find that part. Okay. So of course this is fair use. So let me go ahead and put this up here. All right, fair use, everyone. All right. You guys hear it?
No receipts.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, no receipts. Now online, people can say whatever they want online. There's strangers saying they've been next to me. People can say whatever they want, but I personally haven't seen any receipts of any type of allegations of anything until my movie came out.
Okay, and real quick, I always gotta pause it every few seconds. The part that you was talking about Halle Berry, do you know which time frame it was?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Probably mid section of it, but he.
Okay.
So
it might be a little bit after this.
Okay. I'm gonna play a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to skip a couple of things.
Okay.
But I encourage people to watch like the full video, so then you guys could get proper clarification.
When you were arrested and you spent 3 years in jail, which I didn't know where you had disappeared to. I didn't know that you went to jail. You went to jail on exactly what?
So after my movie came out, I can't, of course, like I said, I can't discuss the details of my case, but I can give you the outline. Long story short, I was set up.
Okay. Now he's saying that he was set up. Now by who? We don't know yet. But let's see.
Person, I can't say this person's name, but long story short, after the movie came out, somebody was not faithful to their spouse. They weren't faithful. But instead of telling their spouse, hey, I cheated, they didn't want to do that. So instead, they made up these false allegations about me and said I did something to them that I didn't do. Then the spouse said, okay, if this really happened, then tell your mom. The person's mom is a cop.
Oh shit. Okay. Just for the sake of entertainment of the stream, right? Let's give some type of pushback. Now, DJ Eddie, when you heard what he just said, that he was in a situation where someone, like a girl,
set him up
in a relationship. Yeah, she set him up, but she was in a relationship with her husband or spouse or whatever.
She was married, yeah.
Yeah, married. But she cheated on him for him. She cheated on her husband for him. Instead of her telling the truth, like I said, allegedly, this is what he's saying, right? Instead of her telling the truth, she decides to go inform this to her mom, who happens to be a cop. Now, the thing is, could it be that, you know, her mom could have been like a crooked cop? Or her mom probably heard, or maybe she's not a crooked cop, but she heard her side of the story, and now she's just like up in flames, and she's ready to throw whatever that she can to, like, you know, put them behind bars. Could that have been the situation, everybody?
She was scared to she was scared. She came out and said she came out and told a lie because she didn't want to lose her husband. That's what happened. And I was kind of in that situation to where I was dating somebody, which I didn't know that they were married, but they went back and said that she went back and said that I kidnapped her. Had the police at my house and everything. Luckily, I had cameras.
Okay. So this is a conclusion I'm getting, right? Now, everyone is not going to always agree to what really happened because everyone has a different perspective based on their own personal upbringing. And this is like not a right or wrong type of statement. I just want to let everybody know. So, I don't want nobody, looking at, each other sideways. But I'll say it like this. If you had any type of experience where you was falsely accused of something, and then you're hearing his type of story and the jargon and the words that he's saying is kind of fitting to your relatability, it will be easy for you to say, well, I think he was innocent. But then on the other side of the spectrum, if you were the person who been in a horrible situation due to like these crazy men that's out there in the streets, because there's crazy men that are out there, just like there's crazy women around here as well too. You're gonna be like, man, like he's a predator. Like I know people like that. The way how he's using his words, he's trying sweet talk, trying to get himself out of these situations. Overall, the main point is it's really hard. It's really hard to decipher this. Let me ask number 3, okay, for you, DJ Eddie. How can celebrities do more to protect themselves from these allegations?
You mean what can celebrities do to protect themselves from these type of allegations? Usually, what a lot of celebrities do, they go back to they usually come up with their high school sweethearts. Like they get married to them and everything just to keep themselves away from this type of stuff. And then like nowadays, if you're not married, if you don't have a old school sweetheart, that's hard. But then now they got contracts now. They got contracts to where women have to sign these contracts on you can't say this and that and the third, blah 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 blah. They have contracts now. NFL, they got those too. Yeah. NBA players, they got the same thing. So they move around with contracts.
Okay. I definitely agree with you as far as with the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
How high school sweethearts, I'll say like it's a 50-50. Because then you never know when they may turn on you too. But most people who do marry their high school sweethearts, I mean, if they're faithful to them and they marry those type of, they was in that relationship before the come up, I could say like, there's a good chance that it could kind of end up successful. Maybe, I don't know, avoid certain type of allegations. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think outside the box. Mm-hmm. But Yaris, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't necessarily agree with it because I agree with the part of DJ that says that a lot of people comes with NDAs now, but they don't necessarily use that. Like for me, the way for celebrities to protect themselves from those allegations, they have to be self-aware that they are the one who have something to lose. And not everybody that comes around their circle has the best intentions. So they cannot go willy-nilly acting like we act around other people, because there is not much that we have to lose if that's the case. If we meet somebody, they might come with more genuine intentions that when you meet a celebrity. So there is a lot of people that they're trying to look for a come up right there, and they just make them easy. Like if we would put in the perspective of rappers and stuff, they have it like literally it's just for this women. This has like an easy way to come up and get a bag and get all type of allegations and things. Like you can say like I don't know, I'm just putting a case that came up to my head, like I don't know, Snoop Dogg and Selena Powell. That was an easy way to damage his reputation because she got receipt of what he was doing. He's married. That was he didn't sign no NDA to her. He was doing all this stuff. I'm just putting something that it just came up
his
to my
wife knew
head
about that. His wife knew about that. She wasn't even worried about it. She wasn't even tripping. His wife knew.
She wasn't tripping. But the thing is that those are the kind of things that an NDA could have kept that hush hush. Nobody needs to know about their intimate relationship and what they go down. But it went up and it caused some commotion that it will hinder his reputation. It doesn't matter if she wasn't tripping about it or not. That hinders his reputation because he has shows with, Martha Stewart, and he has stuff that goes behind his reputation that can be hindered by those kind of things.
Right.
So it's like you have to be self-aware as a
But
celebrity for that.
That's why they have contracts. That's what the contract is there for.
Yeah.
You agree. You listen on the contract is if any basketball, football player wants to have sex, sign the contract if this is what you want to do. So by them signing the contract and they try to say, oh, well, he did this and did that. No, listen, this is the contract that you signed. You wanted to have sex with me. This is the contract. Here you go.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
On that timestamp.
Yeah. But I mean that's yeah, because I think Nick Cannon was one of the ones that came up with the contract, but that's still gonna have a lot of avenues. I do agree with the I forgot her name, but what she was saying, I do agree with her. I also agree with the young lady who said you need to surround yourself with strong people and strong people around you to help you, like LeBron James. You hardly see him any trouble when it comes to cheating on his wife or any other things because he has a strong key people around that keeps him grounded and make sure he's protected. And there's other celebrities that do the same thing. The contract situation, I do see that as a good thing, but then it depends on what situation. They could be in a room and she could say, he forced me to sign this.
Right.
And then it could get out of hand off of that. So it's a good thing, and it could be, still could be a loophole in it that things can happen. I do agree when she said you have to watch your image because your image is very important. Even though Snoop Dogg's wife knew about it, that doesn't mean the fans accepts it just because the wife knew about it. And it's your image that you need to protect because it's your image that pays you, and it helps you excel the business that you win. So you have to watch your image.
Right. I mean, Candy from Candy Burris, she has NDAs, right? When she invite people over to her house, so she and her husband can have fun. They sign NDAs. T.I. and his wife, they had people sign NDAs. Remember the whole rumor with the whole taking advantage of all these women? They had to sign things. They took away their phones, right? This is part of the rumor. They took away their phones and they had to sign NDAs. And then you still had those same allegations come out. So.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Well, listen.
Yeah, hold on for a minute, guys. Right?
Yeah.
I know, I gotta get to the other questions. Let's try to answer the number 4. How can we as common people protect ourselves from these celebrities, if that's the case?
You don't have to partake in it,
I was about to say that.
You don't have to go. They're people just like you and me.
Yeah, but you never know because people say that and they still participate in it behind closed doors.
Oh, they do.
Because they get starstruck.
Yeah, people say one thing and then on the other they'll participate in it and don't tell nobody.
But it's just the thing, right? They said they're starstruck.
Yeah, like I said earlier,
it's not only
here's the thing. It's easier said than done. Until an actual celebrity comes to you and try to offer you something, they may offer you money or the career, the choice that you always wanted.
Listen. They don't even do that. What it is when they get starstruck, they gonna want to jump in the car with that individual. They're gonna want to jump in the car because they feel like, well, especially a woman, they'll feel like, well, I'm different, so I feel like I can break him. In her mind, she feel like she's different. She feel like, what she has is more powerful than any other woman. So she feel like she can change him, which that's really not the case at the end of sex.
Right, but at the end of the day, no means no. So it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
No means no. So if I am sitting here making out with you, kissing and la 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 la, and touchy feely, and I don't want to go any further, and I say no, I'm telling you no. That's what I mean. It's not for you to, oh no, you like it. No, let's go. No means no, period. There's nothing else to that. So
Yeah. But how do you
But
handle someone who can't take the word no?
how do you do it?
But see, how can you handle a person who can't accept a no? Because I know you said no means no.
Kick him in his
but
but listen, man. Like celebrities don't even have to do that. All that. If it's a no, get out of my car. That's what it's gonna be. They got too much money for that. I'll go pick up somebody else. It's just that easy. I'll tell you right now, if I had $1 million and things like that, hey, if you don't want to get down, all right, I'm gonna drop you off.
And that's easier said than done because now
I don't have to listen. No, because I got everything to lose. You don't. I got everything to lose. I'm the one with the money. I'm the one with the fame. I got everything to lose. Okay, you say no. Let me go ahead, drop you off, and I go try to pick up somebody else. Somebody else is going to come anyway. Right. So it's all good. I'm gonna drop you off.
That's that's how you make moves, but some people find that to be a challenge for them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What? And if it's so easy, well, then why other people are not doing it? Right. Why they getting caught up in these stupid allegations when you should already have that type of mindset? Like, because come on, man. Like people like JC don't. What you say, Yaris?
It's a matter of ego because you are a celebrity, and because that status, a lot of people are, going to be a lot of yes men. So when they find somebody that might not be so sure and just say no, some of them cannot take it. A lot of people, some people can, but a lot of other ones are not when they're used to have everything handed to them because of their status. Because status brings power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can agree to that. I can hear that.
Well, keep a lot of folks need to keep their hands to themselves. Don't be touchy feely if you don't want to get into that.
Right. I found that that timestamp if you want it.
Oh, the timestamp? Sure.
It's 3307.
All right. Before we play it, Mr. Best in the World, you have any thoughts for number 4? Welcome back, by the way.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry,
up?
everybody. Shout out to Easy, that dude. How can we as common people protect ourselves from celebrities? Ooh, that's a good one. I would say the best thing to do is to understand that they are celebrities. All right, that they're celebrities, that they don't live the lifestyle that we live, that their mindset is different. Okay, excuse me, and that they are basically on a whole different type of everything than we are. Okay, so some people who are celebrities, they may, be more tolerable, or they may be more down to earth or whatever, and that's cool. But you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, when you're dealing with celebrity, you understand that they may have the Hollywood mentality, they may be entitled, and they may feel like, and they may look at you as someone that's beneath them, okay, or as a fan, or as an onlooker, or whatever, or as a pawn, or as a yuppie or whatever. So at the end of the day, you got to be expecting that, and you have to adjust your behavior according to that. Okay, treat them like a regular person. You know what I'm saying? Have the same morals and standards that you would have with anybody else. Don't compromise what you normally do for them. You know what I mean? If you was interacting with just a normal person, you know what I mean? Don't compromise yourself, because you can end up in a comparable situation where you're compromising more than what you believe you should be compromising for. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, just treat them as a normal human being. And if you're there for business, treat it as a business transaction. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do and keep it moving. If they want to cultivate a friendship, or they want to cultivate a good business friendship, that's what it should be at some base level. If you're not there for business, then what are you really there for? But if they want to cultivate a good business friendship, or they seem like they kind of decent, and you could, kind of get to know them, then go for it. If not, keep it moving, do what you got to do, and get your autograph, whatever you're trying to get, and keep it going. And that's my best advice.
I forget I was muted again, but thank you, Mr. Best. All right, so
I think that
So we're at the 33.6.
He's gonna ask him. Go back some a little bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 33.6. Okay, no. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
That's right. Okay.
I think
so. Doing this shit, that's not cool. A$AP Rocky did save my life. That's how he saved my life. I don't want to lie and not put a name. Playboy Cardi and his niggas jumped me, stumped my head in the toilet. I'm bleeding, ripped my ear open. I'm talking kicking my head in there, kicking my head in the toilet, trying to kill me because I was defending a woman that they didn't like at that time. And A$AP Rocky stopped them and checked on me and dragged me to the chair because I was unconscious. And I remember him checking me and see if I'm okay. I remember that. I can never forget that. That's how he saved
So what do you think about A$AP Rocky's response to? What do you think about his response?
Oh, I understand that. First of all, let me make it very clear.
Oh, you might want to fast forward.
Fast forward
a little bit, yeah, because he's gonna ask him a question about the Halle Berry.
He didn't know who I was at that time. I know he didn't know who I was. So
up to Playboy Cardi and his friends jumping. Yeah. I'm asking you, is what you and Playboy Cardi got into it?
So I need to move forward a little bit more.
What's the time frame?
Yeah, I gave you. Well, hold on.
She said she gave you the time frame.
Yeah, because you said 33.
Oh, 33. Go back.
33.
3306. Right.
Yeah, that's where I was at. 33. Okay, this is 3304.
Seeing him cuss out Playboy Cardi and everybody. Why the fuck y'all keep doing this shit? That's not cool.
And then he's talking about Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, you might have a different video than me because I see several up here.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Hold on.
In fact, I say there should be a Men Too movement, but at the same time, I also
this is good. You can go back to that Playboy Cardi thing. I like that. Go back to that.
Of the lack of guardrails on the movement protecting innocent people.
Oh, this video's an hour long. The one I looked at was 50 minutes.
Oh, if you want to send me the link, you can send it to me in a private chat.
Okay, I'll do that.
And checked on me and dragged me. Business, and you're a well-known person. You probably met 30,000 people.
It should be on here. It's an hour.
You didn't know who I was at that time. I know he didn't know who I was. So but I'm sure whether he addresses it or not, he knows what night I'm talking about and he knows where it took place and when it took place. But if he didn't know my name prior to, I wasn't expecting to remember.
But why did Playboy Cardi decide to jump you? I mean, if he didn't know you, why did he? What was the thing that led up to Playboy Cardi and his friends jumping you?
I was supporting. I don't want to get too many details. I was supporting.
KR, listen, if I hear you say one more time that you don't want to share too many details, what the fuck are we talking about then? Like, we're literally we're like finger painting, hoping that it comes into some type of picture. Like, what are we talking about?
That's
okay. Still fair use.
I could have said nothing.
Right, but you're here to say something. Nobody comes on my show to say nothing. That would be me talking to myself.
Make it worthwhile.
I understand, and I wanted to share.
But wait a minute, you getting into a?
Okay, I'll see. Okay, did you find the link, Sonny?
Second.
All right, no problem. Fair use again.
Playboy Cardi has nothing to do, unless it does, with your current court case and your pending charges, does it?
I understand that. But you guys posted this?
No, but my question is, I'm not asking what we post. I know what we post. I run the company. I'm asking you, is what you and Playboy Cardi got into it about in the bathroom, is it directly connected to any of the charges?
No.
Okay, then why can't we talk about it?
But I know this because I was there.
No, that's a question. Why can't we talk about it?
But I did what was true to my heart. I confronted somebody in front of 6, 7 other dudes with his clique, and I was by myself. And that's what I was talking about in the record on Something to Say. So that's how Rocky
let me ask you about something else. So
is that the one?
When I met you, this was a while
ago. This is it right here.
I remember we talked about your relationship with Halle Berry, and I remember you told me at the time that you allegedly had a photo of her giving you head. Do you remember that?
Oh boy, let me see which one is it.
Did you pause it?
That's not me. Hold on. Okay, I think this is it.
Okay.
This is 51 minutes. Okay, so 33 minutes, you say?
Yeah, go to 33, like 3306.
Okay. Full screen mode. Okay. Once again, everybody, fair use.
So one thing I remember vividly about me when I met you, this was a while ago. I remember we talked about your relationship with Halle Berry, and I remember you told me at the time that you allegedly had a photo of her giving you head. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
So you hooked up with Halle Berry though, right?
First of all, let me make something very clear. I did a movie with her called Kings on Netflix. This woman has been nothing but generous to me. She gave me my first movie opportunity. She shared things about the business, what to look out for. She has been nothing but a respectful, loving person to me. I'm aware of the things that were said in the blogs, but I'm aware that if anybody see anybody with anybody, they're gonna make things up.
I'm talking about a direct conversation that you and I had. I'm not talking about what the blog said.
I don't recall that conversation. I don't recall that conversation.
Oh, okay. Might get ugly.
So you don't. So you don't recall the conversation that we had about a relation that you had allegedly with Halle Berry?
I recall you asking me about, am I in a relationship with her because of things you saw in the media? But the other details, I don't recall that stuff. But what I do know is I have nothing but respect and love for that woman. Because when she gave me my first opportunity to be in this acting and movie business and gave me advice on how to move and what to look out for and to look out for rumors and gossip and to be aware and prepare for all these things, stuff maybe be put in your mouth of what's true and what's false. But I have nothing but respect for that woman.
I mean, you can have respect for people that you have relations with. I mean, this isn't something that I would make up. I mean, I remember the conversation vividly. I mean, if you don't want to share your whatever alleged relationship you said you had with her, we don't have to. But
no, we did a movie together. She killed the role. Amazing relationship. She's a great person.
Okay. So there will never be something that comes out later that you and Halle Berry had relations or anything confirmed.
If the media gonna say what they want to say, but I know how she treated me personally as a person, and she was nothing but respectful and professional with me.
Okay. So as it relates now to all these allegations that you find yourself in with these different women, and I know you kind of said what you thought the conspiracy theory was here on the show. Where do you see this all going, right? Because at some point you do have an opportunity to go to a court of law, not a court of public opinion, have your case heard in front of a jury, to have evidence presented against you. Do you think there's going to be evidence from any of these 15 women that have said that you allegedly raped them? Do you feel like they're going to have any evidence against you?
I'm innocent, Jason. Mm-hmm. That's why I want you to pay attention and bring something else up regarding my case. I want to make it clear. My bail, when I first got to jail, I already said this on my page.
Oh, just make sure we're still live. Okay. Because like YouTube be trying to take stuff down.
Yeah.
All right. So what you guys well, son, let me ask you this though. So just to make sure that I understand, in that timeline, like the guy, what's his name? Jason something?
Jason Lee.
Yeah, Jason Lee. So basically, Jason Lee pretty much had a conversation behind the scenes of him insinuating that him and Halle Berry is in a relationship. But at this point, during the live, he's denying it.
Right.
Is that what you're showing about?
That's what I was saying, that it proves, it shows me that this young man is not honest. I think that, and if you hear interviews, because in that interview, they interview two other women that he assaulted. And the girl that I actually saw the interview with is not there. So he has 15 cases of 15 women that came forth. And the young woman that I saw, she didn't even know who he was. And he hadn't even done any movies by this time. This was before he did his movies. So he's putting out there that, I was in, I'm this superstar and they're coming at me because I'm this. I didn't even know who this kid was. Like, I saw the movie, but I don't remember him. I remember the guy who played Superfly.
But I thought you said that we was going to hear him say that, Halle Berry gave him fellatio.
No,
I thought that's what you said.
No.
Maybe I misunderstood. It was a misunderstood. Maybe I was misunderstood.
Yeah, I'm saying that he told Jason Lee that. And why does Jason Lee have to lie about it? You think Jason Lee is setting him up? Jason Lee doesn't care. He's an interviewer.
But does he have? He got it on video, right?
He said it was a private conversation that he had. So
that's just hearsay.
It is just hearsay.
Yeah, so I'm not just gonna roll.
One mic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
I was just saying that I haven't heard him say it, so I'm not just gonna roll with that.
I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. I totally do, because I don't know, whatever experience you may have had, but me being a woman and having my own life experiences when I was young and listening to this young kid, he's not being honest. 15 women are not going to come out of the woodworks because you did 2 movies and say, this dude assaulted me. And that's why I said, when someone tells you no, it means no, period, point blank. There's nothing else beyond that point, nothing. And when you hear the women tell their story, and the way how emotional they get when they're telling their story.
Yeah, a lot of them play games like that. Okay. It's a difference between a woman that has been done to her. It's a difference between her getting done.
One mic. Hold on, Eddie. Let her finish her point.
She stopped talking. She stopped talking. Now I was just replying back.
No. Hold on, wait, Mr. Best. Like, no. She was finished. She was letting him speak. That's why. That's why he was talking.
So what is he talking about?
Everybody, calm down. Hold on. Let me make sure we're clear on this. Sonny, were you finished earlier? I just want to make sure.
Sure, I'm finished.
I'm sorry if I was interrupting you,
or were you still talking? I just want to make sure.
I'm sorry if I was interrupting you, Sonny.
We're good. Here's the thing I want people to understand.
Okay, go ahead, Sonny.
You can't blame the victim, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's happening. A lot of times, the victim gets blamed for being assaulted. Now, I understand where you're coming on, Mr. King, but if you go and listen to the full interviews that he may have had, because he brings the women up, I suggest that you go over to Down the Rabbit Hole Live, because she's doing a series on it too, and she interviews a young woman that was assaulted by him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Like I said, she didn't even know this guy. And so we can't victim shame, and we can't just sit here and go, oh, well, they're not telling the truth, because this is what women do. I'm not saying all women are, perfect, but like I said, when a woman says no, she means no, and that's just it. It's not for you just to take advantage of that because you believe, oh, she doesn't mean it. One of those ladies was assaulted in a car, backseat of a car. Okay. The young woman that was interviewed by the Rabbit, she went up to the room, mistake number 1, right? We're not going to blame her for that though, because she thought she was going to go see somebody else. He led her there. So.
And what was his story?
Well, he just told you his story. That didn't happen. They were coming after him because he was famous. But unfortunately for him, she happens to have the timeline through text messages on her phone proving that he hadn't even done that movie yet.
She says she has text messages?
Yeah, he was texting
proving
her.
That he hasn't done the movie yet?
Proving that he was not in those movies when she met him, yes.
Okay. She showed that on the video too, right?
She showed that on the Rabbits video, on Down the Rabbit Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real quick, guys. I just want to make sure. Did anybody answer number 4? Darius and Bonnet and Mr. Best?
Yeah, I answered number 4 already. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You answered number 4, but I just want to make sure everybody else answered number 4 before we continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just
go ahead, DJ.
I just have a question. Okay, let's just say that he didn't do the movie yet, right? What does that really prove though?
What that proves is that no one's coming after him for his money. That's what it proves, right? Because he said that they're coming for me because, you know, I'm famous. I've been in movies. I know celebrities and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. That's not the case for all 15 women. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Oh, right? So 15 women are just not going to come together because this person that's worth net worth 1.5 million. They're not just going, oh, I want to take him down. What is your reasoning for taking down someone that's not this huge superstar? I don't know the reason.
So you don't think that guys was in that situation that had about 30 to 40 women come forward saying that he did that?
I'm gonna tell you this: when the whole Bill Cosby stuff came out, I was rooting for Bill Cosby. I said, "There's no way in hell that during the '60s, Bill Cosby was able to assault all those women." This was the '60s, right? And you have a lot of racial issues going on. How does this black man, how was he able to assault all these white women during the '60s and the '70s? Well, it wasn't until after I watched the Playboy Mansion story, I said, oh, it's possible. Because guess what? They had other black men that went there during that time and assaulted women. These women aren't making it up. And I think sometimes,
It doesn't mean that he did that though.
He may not have done. Are you talking about Bill Cosby?
No, not just Bill Cosby. There's a lot of people that went to that mansion.
Yeah.
Rappers,
Well, this is before. I'm talking before. If you haven't seen the document, I suggest that you do. Because
you're talking about you're talking about things that may have happened at the Playboy, but all those women he did not meet at the Playboy.
Right, exactly. You're absolutely correct.
Right.
Okay, you're talking about Bill Cosby did not meet the Playboy. You're talking about
Bill Cosby. He didn't meet all those women. And the difference between one thing about Bill Cosby case, he didn't sleep with all those women. So if you listen to his lawyer, she said some women touched him, or he touched them in an inappropriate way, which falls under a rape status or an assault status.
Right.
So it's different when it comes to the case that this young man is in and Bill Cosby, like she said.
I don't listen.
Hold on. Let me say this. I will say it like this, right? I think in a comparison, Bill Cosby's situation is a little bit different than Kaalan Walker's situation.
Right.
The reason why I'm saying this is because Bill Cosby, look, I'm not saying he's an innocent guy, okay, but he is a man of a high status, and he does have things where he does have like a lot to lose more than the other person has. Bill Cosby also was trying to run like not once but twice with NBC. He was trying to own that television network, which I feel like in this case, just for Bill Cosby, I'm not saying for nobody else. Anytime like when they murdered one of your kids the first time, when you're trying to own something to get you discouraged, and then you coming back again years later to try to do it again, I think hypothetically they set him up. And I mean, look,
they definitely set him up. They definitely set him up.
Yeah, wait, hold on. But in this case, right, what could happen is one person can say something, then another person could see that and be like, oh, well, I was with him. Oh, she's going to get that? Let me go get that too. And then next thing you know, you have a multitude of people that's going to try to come after him because now they feel like he's an open target and I could get something from him. And a lot of these women did recant their statements. Some of the statements, and they didn't really have really concrete evidence, which that's why he was that's why he was pretty much free. Now I can't speak for Kaalan Walker, unfortunately.
Right.
You know, to him he seemed like a dude that unfortunately, if I were to judge him unfairly, I would just say, oh well, he seemed like one of those dudes that he had his come up. But instead of acting like you have some sense and some money, you became like a regular, so they brought you down to their level. The point is, you gotta be careful who you're messing with. If you're a millionaire, sometimes you gotta have that big head. I'm sorry, You gotta be like this asshole to protect yourself. DJ Eddie, one thing that I would say that he was right about as far as you gotta write documentation. You know, I'm not saying that's gonna save you 100%, but at least 90% it will, as opposed to you sleeping around with a bunch of women and you're not getting records and receipts. You need to have these women sign disclosures. I've seen like this celebrities like that be posting up on like what's it called, Instagram, and one dude was like, yo, you know, you want to give me head to a random woman, and she's like, yeah, you know, she was up for it. Let somebody like me, a regular person, say that. Oh, I'll be thrown in jail like in no time. You know what I mean?
Assault, listen, man. Yes. Listen, M3. I got a cousin, and he's a celebrity, and I've been around him. And let me tell you, in the back of the stage, in the back rooms, there's women waiting for these rappers. So he goes back there. And they already know what it is because they've been told, like, hey, listen, check this out. If you want to get into this, hey, you know, this is room right here. They already have people with them. Like a lot of them have their lawyers with them already, and they be at these shows, and they'll come in there with like, okay, I'm gonna pick her here, and then she's the one letting them know, like, hey, you know, yeah, I'm into this. I want to do this, that, the third. Okay, sign this contract then. If you want to get into this, sign this. If you're not gonna sign, I'm finna go to somebody else.
But that goes.
They already have these people waiting in the back room.
But
I guarantee you, I promise you, they already had these women in the back already.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, DJ. But I think
3 minute timer to the next question. But go ahead, guys.
I think what you're saying is very true, but it goes both ways. They already know, but the rapper should already know. Listen, I have it's heavy consequences by me sleeping with all these women, and what can happen just because you sign a contract, like Sonny said, with all those rappers signed a non-disclosure contract. Bill Cosby signed a non-disclosure, and they went around all of that. When they want to get you, they're going to get you. So you still have to tell the superstars or the stars, listen, you can keep on sleeping around with all these women, but eventually it's going to catch up to you, and you're going to have heavy consequences. Because regardless, what the women is trying to do is some women that's not about that. They really feel for this person or feel, and this person told them all of these whatever, and they got caught up, and she was hurt, rightly so. Yeah. Rightly so. So I think it goes both ways. Both people, both parties, like you're saying, when it comes to the women, they already know. You know what they all about. But so do the rappers too.
But V, the problem is when you got certain women that has been raped out there, you know, when they hear stuff like this, right? They get emotional. They want to get involved. You know, they want to investigate. They want to do anything they can, but they're not really paying attention to other women who are manipulating a lot of these celebrities.
Right.
But then a woman could be a great actor and start crying and all that type of stuff. We didn't seen it before. Right. Okay. We all saw this before. They would sit up there, they'll start crying, try to put on some like a big old story. You know, I truly don't believe that Bill Cosby did it. I don't believe that Walker did it. But who I do believe, first of all, the man came out and told everybody already in the studio with the white boy, Charlamagne. He told you how he did it, and they still on his side. Just like the guy who plays in Boys in the Hood. Hold on, excuse me. The guy that plays in Boys in the Hood, he was on camera. When he was trying to do, he was on camera trying to touch on the girl and all this type of stuff. He was on camera doing that. I definitely believe I definitely believe those two individuals out there are out there doing these things. Most definitely.
I was asking you what white guy, because I don't know what white guy.
He has a hey, what show, man?
The white guy that want to play Boys in the Hood.
He's a stand-up comedian.
You talking
the white boy? The white boy who did the interview with Charlamagne.
15 seconds, everybody.
I don't know. I really don't know his name.
May I make one comment though?
But
please.
Go ahead, Mr. Best.
I just want to say this real quick, family. I would say I definitely wholeheartedly, agree with Sister Sunny about this. I think 15 women don't come out of nowhere, and I think, if we listen to Brother Keelan and his statements, he's just all over the place.
Right.
You know what I mean? His statements are just all over the place. When somebody speaks and their speech just keeps changing and the story keeps changing and they keep adding and diluting and I don't want to talk about, he keeps going back and forth. And you can tell through his speech that he's not telling the truth. He's denying stories that he told Jason Lee or any other person, and it's just evident. You can just see it in the way he speaks. His speech pattern is very easy to detect. Secondly, he didn't have the reach or pull, where he can have a whole bunch of women or he can have a whole bunch of money. He just only had 2 movies. He didn't have that type of fame and notoriety, to basically have that type of attention or that type of power. He didn't have that type of pull. So I think in a situation when you have 15 women that are accusing him of something, even before he was famous, I think it's just evident and clear that something is wrong with this, with him and with women. I don't know the full story, but I know that something happened, and 15 people just don't come out of nowhere saying the same thing. So, he need to either go to a different place. He need to go to different places to meet women, or something need to change. Because for you to have 15, I could see maybe 1 or 2. With 15 people, 15 like this is insane. You don't even have that type of pull of power. You're not even that famous. So yeah, it's crazy. But go ahead, y'all.
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying, but I think I can see what Sonny is saying too, as far as his status. But 15 women can't come out. They could get 15 women. Lawyers, 15 young women and they looking at him as a come up. Yes, he only been in 2 movies, but he's a good actor. Both of the movies he was good. They looking at, he's getting ready to do 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. So they looking at him to get with him as a come up. But I do believe, as far as we shouldn't, like what she said, we just can't just say, they're lying or they this. We have to look at the case of where it is, and like you said, as far as how he is and how he's talking, we also should take that into accountable when it comes to, did he do it or do we not? I don't know the details of it to make us a judgment to say he did or not, but I can't blame the victims.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
I
got one question. I got one question, M3. I got one question. Just one question.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get to.
Just one, man. Just one.
Okay.
Just one.
I give me 30 seconds for that
Help
question.
me out. Thank
Give
you.
me 30 seconds.
Just one question. Okay. The 15 women, right? Was this 15 cases? Or did 15 women just came forward and say that this is what happened? Let's just say before the movies and all that. Was it 15 cases of him supposedly doing this to women? Are these cases?
All right, everybody got 10 seconds to answer it.
From my understanding, it's 15 women that came. That's what I understand. I only watched.
I'm talking about before the celebrities. I'm talking about.
All right, time's up, everybody.
I'm talking before. Like, was
all
it?
Right, time's up.
But did he have 15 cases before the movies?
We are moving on to this question. Number 5. Does society give celebrities too much power?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Well, it depends on the celebrity too, though.
Yeah, that's true, brother.
It depends on the celebrity, but yeah.
But damn, shit, that was a quick answer then. All right.
If anybody want to expound on that answer, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just think it depends on the celebrity and the way that society is, because you don't see so many cases on certain celebrities like you do others. So yeah, it depends on the celebrity.
Okay.
I mean, look at the Weinstein and Harvey Weinstein. During the Me Too movement, this man has so much power before the Me Too. He's the reason the Me Too movement just blew up.
Yeah.
You know, this man assaulted so many celebrities, and because he ruled Hollywood, right? So, yeah, he had too much power.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
He was a director. So if the celebrities wanted to have the big roles, they were going to pay the price.
Yeah.
And he had that type of power to make whoever he wanted to do whatever he like. He had the power to make women do whatever he wanted to do. So in regards of the initial question that the celebrities what it was, that we give celebrities too much power? Yes, it doesn't matter what type of celebrity. Even if you don't respect them, because the fact that they're a celebrity, they hold certain type of power in their niche. So they do.
But I think that's why I said certain part, because what he did, and it was going on for a long period of time. But Bill Cosby had just as much as power. Look what they did with him.
Yeah.
Donald
Trump.
Yeah. Donald Trump.
His expiration.
Damn. Okay.
Let's not get on Donald Trump. Let's not do that.
Well,
that's true though.
I mean, it's a freedom of speech of how they want to discuss. Well, okay. Well, DJ Eddie, right?
He became president of the United States of America, and he assaulted women.
Yeah.
Yeah, when nobody there.
I just gotta stay legend.
When nobody there, just like when nobody there with the Walker, when nobody there. That's all. This is just hearsay.
No, Donald Trump.
When nobody there. Now we got somebody who came out the closet and actually said it. First of all, we got somebody that came out the closet and actually said it. He actually said it. A few people that came out the closet actually said it. You got one big time celebrity that's over like what $300-something million that's on camera. And people still going out saying that this guy didn't do it.
One mic, y'all. DJ Eddie is talking.
See,
One mic.
I just think that it's people. They just they got it the wrong way. It's the wrong way, man. It's the other way around.
So you think the women are not victims? Is basically what you're saying.
Which women are you talking about? Are you talking about the ones that has been raped or the ones that hasn't?
No, because I'm confused at what you're saying, because I was saying that Donald Trump is the ultimate person.
I said I wasn't there. I don't know.
But Donald Trump himself said grab him by the
right.
Yeah. Yep. He said it.
So listen, he said what? What did he say? Did he say what woman he grabbed him by? So what? So
he had access to women.
Wait a minute.
So he had access to plenty of women.
So what?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. One at a time, everybody. One at a time.
Hey, Von Eric actually has a question. What? So go ahead, Von Eric. Go ahead, Von Eric.
No, okay. I was just saying, he said that he groped women, but we should not just take that as nonchalant.
Groped? You said groped?
Groped,
groped.
Groped or grab him by the what? Grab him by the what's
okay? Well, he said grab, but I used the word grope.
So what if he says no? What did he? So hold on. Be specific. What actually did he say?
Grabbed them by the.
He's not trying to say pussy. He said he grabbed them by their vagina.
Right.
No, I'm talking about. Listen, see, it's for what this sound like. It sounds like another 15-second clip that's been cut from a video, and people believe actually what this guy has been saying. Oh, he said this. Oh, it's a 15-second clip. It sounds like this is what this is right here. What was the whole conversation? About what he said.
The conversation about the things they can do with women. One of the guys that they took him off the he was
Bush. I think his last name is Bush.
Right. They took him off the TV show because he didn't even say it by him laughing when Donald Trump said it. And it was like an encouragement. They took him off the TV show. But he said that as far as, so my question is to you, we should just ignore that.
So no, my thing is this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my homework like I've been doing with these 15-second clips that everybody been pushing. I'm gonna do my homework and listen to the full conversation. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll give my answer one day.
And
if I ever run into you.
I want you to know that the Bush guy is related to George Bush. So he's a Republican too, but he did lose his job. And they were on Billy Bush is his name actually, and they were on a tour bus, and they were talking, and his mic was not turned off, and they were going back and forth talking about blonde women, and Donald Trump, being Donald Trump, said, "Yeah, all you got to do is grab him by the vagina," but he said the PUSSY. Is what he said.
I'm still gonna watch that. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna do my homework.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, do the homework because you will see, because they were talking about it. I remember that conversation from years ago.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Best, you have anything you want to say?
Well, no. I want everybody to just share.
And I want to make it clear, I am not saying that you should just grab any woman by the whatchamacallit out in the street. I'm not saying you should do that.
Not out in the street.
Wait, hold on, DJ. Wait. I think Mr. Best was still talking. I didn't.
My bad, Mr. Best. Go ahead.
That's all good. Yeah, to allude back to the question, I'm not gonna. I think the whole Trump thing, I think he said what he said, and I think we know what he said, and it is what it is. I think that, as far as celebrities having too much influence, yes, that is true. You know what I mean? I think that we got to get to the point where we don't put them on the same level as we put. Hold on, family. I'm sorry. We don't put them on the same level that we put somebody who is, a political figure or somebody who is a social activist. Stop putting them on the same level. They're not that. They're entertainers, okay? They're sitting here to entertain you. If you put them on that level, guess what? You know what I'm saying? They're going to disappoint you because you are putting them in an arena that they're not supposed to be in. Now, should celebrities or should, athletes, actors, and entertainers, say things about social political issues when it comes to people of color and they are a person of color? I believe they should, but they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not their realm. So because they don't have to, we can't hold them to that same accountability. The only thing we can do is just let them do their job, which is to entertain. Now, when they cross the lines and they cross boundaries, when it comes to women, kids, or anything else, or it comes to the laws of the land, yes, they need to be treated with the same amount of justice. You know what I'm saying? As just somebody else who's just a regular person. They don't need to be given no favors. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Preach.
Thank you, family. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very well said.
Thank you.
We
can't hear you.
I'm through. You're muted.
You're muted.
And I accidentally muted someone else. My bad.
You mute my mic.
All right, my bad. Hold on. I'll get to anyway. So, I was saying. So that concludes, all these questions that we had. If you guys would like to shout out your social medias, feel free to do so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight Yaretis first.
Oh, thank you for everybody in the background. I'm Yaretis24. I am a hardcore cozy streamer. My social medias are basically my name, Yaretis24. You will find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I do Twitch on the weekends. And if you by work, I am a web designer. So if any guys have any inquiries, hot your girl up on Twitch or on Instagram. So that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. Yaris, what is your IG?
Oh, Yaretis24. It's the same all across the board.
And stick around to after the show, sister. There's something that I definitely want to ask you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And Sister Sunny, stick around after the show too. We want to talk to you as well.
If it's okay with you, man.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay, no problem. I'm just trying to post. I'm just trying to post everyone's social media so they can follow Yaris on Twitch, and then same thing for you as well, Sunny, so they can follow you on YouTube. Let me hide this real quick. All right. So now I'm going to highlight you. Go ahead and shout out like your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. We basically talk social issues and politics, and sometimes entertainment. That's it.
All right.
I'm fun.
all right, nice.
Wonderful
so don't
channel,
forget to
incredible
follow her
channel.
like on her YouTube channel.
Yes.
So definitely check it out.
You put on YouTube.
All right.
Is there a YouTube channel in the chat? Because I don't think I was subscribed to everybody's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to pull up right now. I'm just having a little bit of.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I got you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Best.
No problem.
Okay. Von Eric, do you have like a YouTube channel?
No YouTube. I mean, I have a channel, but I don't have no content. But no,
your name look familiar.
Yeah, he's from Mikey. Well, we met him. Well, I know I met you, Von Eric, from Mikey and Mimsy's.
Oh, okay, that's where I see you from. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Von Eric, feel free to shout whoever you want to shout out.
Oh, I shout out everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel and Mike and Mims. I appreciate coming on today. It was a good conversation. Everybody I learned from, everybody on here that I was talking got much knowledge, and in the chat. And I just appreciate and thank God I was able to meet some great people today and be on the panel. I appreciate it.
All right. I see we have First Lady Tammy in the building, but First Lady Tammy, we're already wrapping things up. How you doing tonight?
I'm all right. Sorry I came in late. I was out and about taking care of some stuff, so sorry about that.
Hey, Tammy.
Oh yeah, I know. No
Tammy!
worries.
Tammy!
What's up, Tammy?
Go ahead, put you up here real quick.
Not much.
Well, look, First Lady Tammy, feel free to shout out anyone that you wish to shout out since you're here.
I'm mad that I missed the topic. I don't know. Can I shout myself out?
Hey, feel free to do so.
I'm First Lady Tammy. I'm here. I'm First Lady of Knowledge and Relationships. So y'all can see me on here usually to discuss a topic and give my 25 cents. I give more than 5. But I'm also on Instagram at First Lady Tammy 916. So if you tuned in, I'm sure you had some great things to add to it. If you were on the panel, I'm sure you were a great contributor. And y'all will see me next time.
All right. Thank you, First Lady Tammy.
Yeah.
We got shout outs to our music coordinator, okay, DJ Eddie King. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy DJ the King. You can hit me up on YouTube. You can hit me up on IG, dj.eddie.king. I am the music creator for Knowledge and Relationship, and there will be more music to come. Shout out to M3. Shout out to Mr. Best. Shout out to those in the chat and everybody that joined. Bless up.
All right.
Yes,
And
sir.
now, last but not least, we also have our network manager, Mr. Best in the World, as known as Mr.
Yeah.
Intellectual Soapbox. Also follow him on his YouTube channel, please.
Thank you, family. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on the panel. We're so honored to have you on. Thank you for being a part of Knowledge Relationship Experience. And you all are definitely welcome to come back. Shout out to everybody that's on the panel tonight. Sister Sunny.
Somebody got their phone on.
Yeah, somebody please mute their phone. Thank you. Sister Sunny, Sister Yaidas, Sir Von Eric, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir. You know what I mean? First Lady Tammy, glad you came in. DJ the King, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Of course, M3. Want to thank everybody in the chat as well. Thank y'all for coming up. Appreciate all y'all. Much love to y'all. Stay tuned. We got some great stuff coming. On Intellectual Soapbox and on our relationship this weekend. We're working on a lot of great things, so please look forward to it. M3, take it away, brother.
All right.
M3, I got a question for you before you get out of here. Can we do a part 2?
Oh,
later. I'm just saying, like maybe down the road or something. Can we do a part 2 of this?
On this particular topic?
Yeah.
We might say it for like maybe like a knowledge in the afternoon type.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, we could do something like that.
Man, this deserves a saga right here.
A saga
Never
right
ending,
here.
never ending story.
No, I don't want that. But yeah. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships M3 TV News.
Yeah.
The stream that gives you the best news.
Yeah.
So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, it was definitely fun, like, you know, having you guys like on board. Like I said, like Yaredis and Sonny, please feel free to stick around, right? So we could like, you know, talk about some good old fashioned business. But anyways, this was fun, everyone. As always, you know, our topics is it comes from light to mellow to man to the extreme sometimes, but I enjoy it. That's what makes us us. So, anyways, with that being said, shout out to everyone in this panel. Shout out to everyone in this chat. Shout out to First Lady Tammy, DJ Eddie King, Yaris, Sonny, Vaughn, Eric, Mr. Best in the World, Big Rig Slap, Sophia. Okay.
Hey.
Quantum Love, and oh man, everyone. Just shout out to everyone. Yeah, Daryl Long, Vaughn, this is Vaughn, Erica. Oh shoot, who else? I know I'm missing somebody. I feel like Mimsy Limbs. Shout out to Mimsy
Shout out
Limbs
to you,
as
Mimsy.
well.
Yeah, sorry,
you know,
I couldn't give you a call today. My CEO was at the office, so I'm gonna apologize to Mimsy and Mike. I was supposed to give him a call, but I couldn't. Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Are you good though? But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time. But don't forget, this Saturday evening, 5:30 Pacific time, we are having ladies' night. And boy, the ladies on the panel that you guys are gonna see, man, you guys will love it. We're gonna have a whole lot of intellectual women on the panel. I mean, look, not only they're beautiful, but they're also intelligent. And hey, that's a triple threat, as it is. So stay tuned for that. Oh, shout out to Kawaii B and Before the Billions as well, too. Sorry, I almost forgot about y'all. But yeah, and hold on, somebody else says, oh, and then AR says, damn, I was about to pull up. Well, you bastard, you came in too late, man. I'm sorry.
Should we let him pull up for like 10 minutes?
I'll give him like 5 minutes.
But
hold on. But hold on.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let him pull up. Yeah.
Wait, but I have to ask the ladies. So, Yaris and Sonny, are you okay for like 5 more minutes?
Sure.
I just want to respect your time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. He's here too. Hey, okay.
Oh, look, hold on. We got to push him out the door. He trying to come up in there though.
Yeah, he can't come in here yet. Well, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
get the door, Mr. Best.
Yeah, I gotta get the door, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to this brother, man. He always changing his name, but we love it. You know what I'm saying? You know, my Brooklyn brother, man, my New York brother. See him laughing in the back. You know, he has solutions for him and her. You know what I mean? Him versus her solutions is what he does. Let's bring in our homie, our brother, AR. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
Cheer.
Cheer. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Cheer.
Hey, y'all, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Cheer. Yo, I went live earlier, and I was just about to do that. I said, "Oh shit." I said, "No, don't do it. Don't steal it yet. You know, you may have to. What do you call that thing? Not copyright. What you call that? Oh man, I forgot. You may have to do something because that's really catchy. DJ Eddie King, that is catchy, man.
Hey, y'all, we want to salute you though. We want to salute you real quick. All of us here at Non-Relations want to salute you because I love how you did your panel the other day. I think it was Monday, and you said that people need to stop stealing from us. And if they steal from us, they need to give us credit. Thank you for saying that, brother. I appreciate you.
Salute to
you.
You
talking about like
no, he's just saying in general. Mm-hmm. He's saying he's speaking in general, you know. And I salute him for that.
Yeah.
Damn, how the hell I missed that?
Yeah, because listen, man, I watch, obviously we have to watch a lot of different streams, and I try to watch people who I've never seen before because there's some upcoming people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but now when you have the big people, 100,000 subscribers, I'm not going to name the platforms, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff that y'all doing, man, some of the topics y'all talk about, they're talking about too, like right after y'all. So there.
Been going on for a long time, AR. Been going along for a long time.
Listen, and it's cool because I be stealing shit from y'all too. I don't give a fuck. But listen, it's like we know that we watch other people and we improve what we're doing, right? If there's something you're doing, and I know that's gonna make my show dope, why not do it, right? But this is the thing: if you're a bigger content creator, it does a lot by you just, or you don't even have to give us credit. Just shout out the channel.
Yes.
Just shout out the channel. That's all I want,
Right.
I'm not trying to, sometimes we want to smoke, but I don't think I want all of it, So I'll leave it like that. But I think that's very, very important. We're all copying of each other, especially if you're a bigger YouTuber. I do see the YouTubers that's just getting started. They're copying off of everything because they're trying to see, okay, if you're doing that, of course I'm going to do it because I'm just getting started. But the bigger YouTubers, and I'm talking about the bigger YouTubers, they're watching, man. That's what they do. They watch and see what works. And if it's working for us, it's definitely gonna work for them. But just give us a little shout out. Give us, 500 subscribers. I mean,
something.
Man.
They're not gonna listen, and people gotta understand, right? People feel like I'm not gonna shout them out or even bring them on my show because you're gonna take from me. Your subscribers are not gonna leave you and watch us. Like they're your dedicated subscriber. They're just checking someone new out, but it's weird, bro. It's weird, man.
That's crazy. I've noticed a lot of things that's been going on too, but I'm not fit to bring it to the table.
Well, what I'm doing is that I put it out there, right? Like I did that like last week as well, and it was that particular person that's from somewhere, and I was just saying that, right? I'm looking. Well, he can't see that I'm looking at him, but like and after a while, I was gonna be like, okay, that's cool, I'll shut up about it, but. It's not. It's just like it's just common courtesy, bro.
Yeah.
Because if this shit was in person, if we was all in the same building, let me leave it like that. If we was in the same building, fuck that. If we was in the same building, I would go downstairs or upstairs to you and be like, yo, shout me out right now, right the fuck now, shout me out. Man. What do you think this is?
Yeah, I
it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't really hurt to try to shout people or give somebody recognition, especially for something that you steal. So it's like, might as well just say, look, man, thank you for the ideas that you installed into my brain because I didn't really have the content to put out there until I saw yours. So, and let it be known. And that person, 9 times out of 10, that person would be so, flattered. He or she will be more willing to help you out if you just need the help that's needed. But people like to kind of take stuff and then they want to put a spin to it. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't really.
They're not intelligent enough, so they have to steal.
I don't really care too much about it. By the end of the day,
I care.
I care too.
Just by the mentioning us.
Well, hold on. Yeah. But hold on. The reason why I said I don't care personally, right? Because I know what my motivation is. Anytime if you try to do something, I'm just going to create more and better content, and that's my motivation.
Yeah, and my name is out there, so if I see that same name, I will be suing that individual for my name.
Big
time.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting those out there know.
And I'll be sitting in court right with them.
Yes, sir. I got the papers, the documents, everything. I got everything to prove. That this is my name. So go ahead, AR.
Yeah, man.
I'll give y'all guys 5 minutes.
Yeah, First Lady Tammy, Yaritas 24. That's how you say the name, Yaritas.
Yeah, Yaritas.
Yaritas. All right, hey, little Spanish. First Lady Tammy. I never said hi to you before. How are you? How you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Hey, man. I'm Dusty, so I'm doing just the way I normally would. I'm King Dusty, And Von Eric, how are you?
Doing good. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you too. And Sonny, what up, Sonny?
How
what up,
are you?
man?
I'm a woman.
Oh no, I say that to everyone. I even call my mom and say, "Hey, what up, man?"
I thought I didn't know if that was a woman till she started talking.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So Sonny, you new on the YouTube streets?
Oh, I've been on it for like a year and a half.
How's it been treating you?
It's all right. You know, I've been doxxed. I've been, doxxed.
Oh, really?
Tried to be bullied off of YouTube. Yeah, sure.
Oh wow!
It's a trip.
Keep it up. That means that you're doing something good.
Right.
Yes.
I did not know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, you ignore it and move on, right? So that's what I did. I just ignored it and moved on, and they've moved on to something else. YouTube is a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it or not, like I recently signed up for Twitch. I mean, like it or not, I even got TikTok now. Oh God, I'm on TikTok and I be seeing some things. I'm like,
oh God,
I need to have
TikTok
blindfolders on this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. TikTok is crazy, man.
Yeah. But we got to move to other. I know we all want the revenue for YouTube, but we got to move. You got to be connected to all the different platforms. Unfortunately, you got to be.
Yeah.
YouTube is a. I've been seeing some people do some weird. I've been seeing people take someone's whole content, whole content. They come on screen and say, "Oh wow, that's cool, that's crazy," and play the whole video, and they be good. So. I think it's a hit. I think it's a hit or miss. So
big time.
Damn.
You just have to come up with good content. I mean, I do politics mostly, politics and social
Oh
issues.
boy, hold up. Let me see something. You said politics.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what side you on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh no, don't do it, AR, please.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead, AR. You do it. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yes, we can.
He's already giving you a
Man, don't be bored us, man.
Oh,
Y'all bored us, man.
Let me see. I don't know on the internet. I don't think I'm strong. You gotta have tough skin to be doing speaking on politics in 2022 on either side.
Yeah.
It's
no. Your troll game is so immaculate. You can handle it, man. You're good.
Oh,
yeah, he'll survive.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Wait, real quick, everybody. While we have at least a minute and almost close to half, I want First Lady Tammy to at least say something. First Lady Tammy, what's your thoughts on? I mean, I know we already kind of surpassed the topic, and right now it's an open topic. But did you have any thoughts, anything that you wanted to say?
Hey, Tammy.
So I know that. So I'm not even familiar with this person, to be perfectly honest. I don't watch the news. I don't watch a lot of stuff. I try to not to, because there's just a little too much negativity out there that I just would rather not deal with. I had a really long day today. I was on a panel talking about Black excellence when it comes to education. So I don't really have a lot to say as far as Kaalan Walker. I don't even know what he did or anything like that. So I can't really contribute like I'd like to. Y'all know I always have 25 cents rather than 5 to put in. So you got to put me on a timer, otherwise I'll keep talking. So, so if I had more to say, I would, but I'm not really familiar with what the person did, what they're accused of, or anything like that. So, in order for me to contribute something, you'd have to kind of give me an idea about what I'd be contributing to. So, if you want to do that, I'm all open to respond to that.
I'm very interested in this Black excellence panel that you sat on. What was this about?
So pretty much, they asked me to be on a panel talking about, it was just me and about 3 other Black educators, and we were talking about why we decided to become teachers. Y'all know I had a lot to say on that, and what makes us stay. What is the reason why we stay? And then what do we feel like the barriers are when it comes to education? Huh?
Private stream?
No, it was with my district. And so my thing is, and I said, it's always nice to have a discussion. Discussions are great. I think discussions are needed. The problem comes when there's a discussion and then that's it. There's a discussion about what we gonna do, what steps we need to take, and then you don't do anything. So my question is, are we having a discussion because we're actually gonna put some action behind it, or are we just having a discussion because it sounds good and looks good to say you had a discussion? So it makes it seem like you're gonna do some things. And that's the thing, is I've been to a few different discussions, and I'm gonna continue to be, because I want y'all to see me and know my face and know what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to do. And there is something that is there, but it's not, nothing's being implemented. So I said, it's almost like it's a teacher who has a lesson plan right there that you could put in place, and all you doing is looking at it because it looks great, sounds great, but you're not going to do anything with it. I mean, if you're not going to do anything with it, why have a discussion in the first place? So my thing is that if we're going to have discussions, let's put some action behind those discussions so we can actually do some things and make some moves. So, I mean, I do a lot at my school, because I feel like as a Black educator, I have a position to play, and there's things I need to do, and I want to make myself seen, and I'll be at as many discussions as possible so they can say, oh, that's Miss Walsham. Let me get my stuff together because she's always here. She always got something to say. So, but it was very informative. It was very informative, and it was nice. Even like the superintendent of the district was there. So, but that's the thing, is that some people are there because it looks good to be there without the intention of actually doing anything. So,
yeah,
I don't want you to be there because it looks good. I want you to be there because you're actually trying to do some things.
All right, Tammy. Well, thank you for sharing all that. We do have to wrap up, everyone. It was definitely fun. So thank you, everyone, for joining. AR, definitely appreciate you for joining. We definitely got to link up again. Try to come up with some ideas together. To support.
Try to come with this part too. But I didn't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt like I didn't really get a chance to say what I need to say.
So we're gonna save that for part 2.
Could I
We're
ask,
gonna be doing it, but we'll save that for knowledge in the afternoon because we need to kind of bring that back. You know what I mean? But anyways, let me
Who's
shut
about
up
to say
and let
something?
them.
I'm sorry.
could I ask First Lady a question? Because she's a teacher.
Sure.
You got 30 seconds, brother.
Yep.
Oh well, no problem. No, never mind. Maybe,
Matter of fact, I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead. Come on.
okay. What do you feel as far as the CRT being implemented in some districts and how the teachers are being divided because of the way the CRT is being implemented in schools? Do you feel it's going to divide the teachers even further away, or do you think it's going to bring them together? And what do you think as far as them implementing the CRT and the way they implement it?
Go ahead,
I mean, I think it
use
needs
last
to be
30
implemented.
seconds.
The problem, so this is the issue, is that people don't do things because they don't want to. They're afraid to. They have this. They don't want to
15
take
seconds.
these steps, and it's definitely going. It's not going to cause anybody to come together. It's going to cause separation. But I think that's the goal. I think the goal is to cause a separation. They don't want to implement things that need to be implemented because the reality is history is not pretty. And if we really show what history is really about, I mean, there's a whole lot more we're gonna have to do other than CRT. There's a whole lot more we gotta dig into that, and people are not ready to do that. That's why having these discussions, some people will come and pretend like they're ready to have a discussion and want to do some things and make some moves, but they don't. So you have it where some teachers, they don't want to call out certain things because they don't want to look a certain way or somebody say something. So they don't call out things, they don't do things, they don't make moves. And that's part of the problem is, CRT is great. It needs to be implemented. But the problem is that when you have it where some will, some won't, it's not going to cause any type of togetherness. That is going to cause separation. To be perfectly honest, I think that's the goal. They want it to cause separation so that people say, well, let's just not have it. Let's just not implement CRT. Let's not even do that because it's doing this and doing that. So I definitely think it's something we need. The ones that put it in place. And then they had this thing recently where I think it was in Florida where they got rid of some math books because of that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but Of all the subjects for you to talk about there, I'm sorry. Of all the subjects for you to talk about, it discusses CRT is in math. That just makes no sense to me. But I mean, I think there's a way it should be implemented. It definitely needs to be implemented, but it is not going to cause anybody to come together. It is going to cause division. So, I mean, it's already causing that. It's just going to cause it even more. So, but I think that's the goal. They don't want people to come together. So they want to put something in place that's going to cause even more division than there already is. So there's always a reason why they do things. There's a reason.
Sorry, Tammy. Time is up.
You're fine. You're fine. You know,
All
I
right.
told you I got 25 cents. I ain't got 5 cents. I got 25, and sometimes.
Hey, thank God we have a timer though. But no,
Right.
you good. Yeah. All right. So thank you everyone for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. On YouTube and also on Twitch. So follow us on Twitch. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And then with that being said, we are out, everyone. Peace.
Night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Later.